Not a film. Friday, just a couple of days away from Super Sunday, the last Super Sunday we will not be participating in. I know. Don't start with the Super Bowl talk. I, I'm just saying. You never know, because who knew the Rams were going to be in the Super Bowl this year? You never know. One thing you can always anticipate is probably who's going to be in the playoffs, but there is no way in hell to know who's going to be in the Super Bowl, unless, of course, you're one of those guys with like 17,000 different models of software that you could run and come up with an answer. Cynthia Freeland was even wrong this year, so a lot of people were wrong this year. Most people thought it was going to be. Uh, Actually, people did think the Rams were going to be involved against but they thought it was going to be the Chiefs. So there you go. Hey, and the Chiefs got handed their butt to them. Hey, listen, you know what though? Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Bam! Everybody's talking about Josh Allen. Just about everybody. People are saying who fits what. And just got through talking to Theander the other day, and you know Theander feels like, I'm telling you right now, man, the girl is on time. She knows what she's talking about. Joey, he's going to be fair. Poor guy. People are going to say, Nick Bosa. Boy, Nick Bosa, he says he would be delighted if the 49ers made him their choice with the second overall pick in the upcoming draft. If the 49ers are presented with that opportunity. And I got to tell you, fam, don't let nobody listen, Marcus Gold, Chandler Jones are already in place on that 3-4 defense. Are they switching to 3? Yeah, they're at the 3-4. They're going to switch to 3-4 defense. This is why people just think that Nick's just penciled in right now. It is most definitely not the case. Because, first of all, the Cardinals, edge is not their biggest priority. They need offensive linemen and they need wide receivers. That's their biggest thing right there. So what are you going to get Nick Bosa for? Get him and trade him? Stupid move. Go ahead and get whatever you want, you know? And I'm thinking, and then how many people are going to be calling up? Because I understand there are people who do want Haskins. Is his name? Listen, correct me if that quarterback, I don't care who he is because I don't really think that much of him. But anyway, there's going to be a trade up for that first round pick, probably. If the Cardinals get hit with too much, you better believe they're going to take it. They got a lot of holes they want to fill, especially on offense. So there's a huge possibility that Nick's at number 2. Now, you know what you need to worry about? If you're a Nick Bosa fan, if the 49ers say, we're trading down too. See, that's going to ruin everything. You know what? And I am not going to be surprised if they do. In fact, I fully expect, the 49ers, man, John and Kyle, I think they're going to trade it down. But anyway, if they do stick with Nick, and I understand that Nick has met with John Lynch, so it's not completely out of question. But Bosa was among those making the rounds on the Super Bowl radio row today in Atlanta, or earlier today. He checked in with KNBR's Gary and Larry, the podcast about the thought of being chosen by the 49ers. And I just say the Arizona Cardinals would have to pass on Bosa at pick number 1, which is highly likely, in order for the 49ers to have that chance. Now, if it does fall to the 49ers at pick number 2, Bosa is quoted as saying, I would be lucky to be picked by them. The roster for a team that's picking number 2 is a really stacked roster. They had the injury at quarterback that obviously allowed them to get this high in the draft. So I think it'd be cool, definitely, to go play for a team that's closer than most people think to being a contender. Dun 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 dun. I feel it too. I'm telling you, last 2 years I may have been huffing and puffing and probably selling a lot of wolf cookies. But I'm telling you right now, 49ers are just a couple of pieces away. A few years ago we had all kind of holes, but it ain't like that now. You can bring in Bosa or anybody else on that edge to make that defense a little more effective. They now know what they're doing a little bit more than they do the last couple of years, which is why I did not want them switching defenses, because it takes too long to learn a defense. They probably know this now. So you need it. Your corner has the secondary. I boy, I do have a strong feeling about Earl being back there, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, Sunday, right? McVay thinking he's all that. Him and the Rams, they'll be facing the Patriots in the Super Bowl. They have no idea. Because, see, I got to tell you right now, fam, I would have bet the house. I'm glad I didn't. I would have bet the house that the Chiefs was going to take the Patriots apart, just beat them to death. You see what happened, don't you? That's a money team, fam. It's like that pool hustler that walks in the pool hall. People be beating his ass all the time, and you be seeing it too. You come in the pool hall, he says, you feel like making some money? What do you mean? You want to play a game? With you? Hell yeah. Well, how much money you talk about? Let's go 5 on it. $5? No, man. 500. Yeah? You got that kind of money? Yeah. Let's go. And the thing he does is all of a sudden cut loose on your ass and take your money. And that's exactly what I think is going to happen this Sunday. See, because just like the Chiefs, with all that offense, Belichick just shut that shit off. You know, they caught up in the last minute, but still, for the first half, no Chiefs. And I got to tell you right now, fam, the Chiefs' offense is just as high-powered, if not more so than the Rams. Shut them off. It's like Belichick was the PG&E man. He came in there and pulled the plug. Y'all ain't paid your bill. Ain't getting another drop of electricity. It was scary. I was freaked out. I said, what? What happened to the almighty Chiefs? Andy Reid, what's up, man? What happened to the offense? Where's left-handed, right-handed Mahomes? Belichick cut all that stuff out. So that's why I say, in fact, what's funny is Shanahan will likely be taking notes. He'll be curious to see how the Patriots team attacks the Rams team that you and everybody else knows is loaded with talent. Shanahan said about Belichick, I think the thing with New England that you can always anticipate is Bill Belichick is going to always try to take away your best player. In Atlanta, it was a little bit easier because we knew what to anticipate. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to double Julio Jones. You knew what to expect going into that game. With the Rams, it could be a little bit harder. Who is their best guy? They've got a lot of different ways they can go. That will be interesting for me just to watch who they double, who they take away. The Rams can go any way with their offense. They have the personnel to do that and the scheme, and we'll see how it plays out. You see, this is what makes me mad about McVay. He learned that. This is why when people start, we need a number one receiver. No. You can get that number one receiver. Here's what happens. If you're McVay or you're Shanahan, go ahead. Take him away. I'm gonna beat your ass with about 15 other dudes. That's the way it works. And that's, you know what? That's gonna become the thing in the future too. If you have a number one receiver, yeah, you put him out there. Let everybody know it too. Yeah, that's my number one dude. Go ahead. This is what worries me about George McKittle. He could be a McKittle. Here's some worries about George Kittle. That's what's going to happen to us next year. They're going to take Kittle away. This is why the 49ers do have to fortify. Not every team can take Kittle away, but teams like Belichick and defenses like that, yeah, they go after your top dog. Yeah, you go beat us with everybody but him. But then everybody else may get to eat. But like Belichick, what he does, he double teams that number one dude, and then he puts his number one dude on your second receiver. See? And everybody else is out there like squirrels scrambling for nuts. Get their butt handed to him. Belichick comes up talking about, I knew what they were going to do before they even tried to do it. It's why I designated the things that I did. I'm Bill Belichick. You don't fuck with me. You know, that's the way it goes with him, man. So the Rams think they're going to go in there. Here we go. We're going to pin up 50 points. Shh, boy, better think again. Oh, and one more thing before I go to the phone. I've been concerned about why nobody talks about Jerick McKinnon. They always talk about Jimmy G's doing great in his rehab and looking good. He's out there. Now the report, he's out there not only throwing the ball, Jimmy's out there running. So for OTAs, it's pretty definite he's going to be there, right? So I said, hey, man, how come ain't nobody talk about Jerick McKinnon, man? Because, like, I am really thoroughly concerned with Jerick McKinnon because I heard about him last year and how he was wearing out our defense. But then everybody wears out our defense, I know. But at that point, apparently Jerick was looking good. And then all of a sudden the knee, right? So I'm saying, wait, is he? Talk to me about Jerick McKinnon. How's he doing? So I put it up on social media, right? I got about Twitter, Instagram. I'm talking to you, right? I'm saying, fam, what's up with Jerick, man? I need to know, man. Jerick McKinnon he's our McCaffrey. He's our Kamara, man. We need that dude, man. That's how you open up the offense. Jerick saw it. He goes to Instagram and says to me, don't need nobody to talk about me. We working over here, and that's gonna be the beauty of it at the end. Thanks, Jerick. You set my mind at ease, bro. Looking forward to it. They can't stop you and Jimmy. They can't stop you, Jimmy and George. They can't stop you, Jimmy, George, and Matty B. They cannot stop you, Jimmy, George, Matty B, and Dante. And if we get Dante, good night, Rams. Good night. Boy, I can't wait. Oh, hey, you see what you got? Anthony Baker says, what's up? Give us some love, my good friend from Memphis. What's up, Anthony B? Shout out to Memphis. Donald Johnson says, hit that like. I did. You know how he says, Ronbo collects likes. Thanks, Donald. William Irv says free agency will determine the draft, and that is for sure. That really is. Donald Johnson said, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of not having pressure on the quarterback. Mark that down as two of us, man. Boy, I don't want to see that no more. T-Money sacked down. Said, I would like to see the Niners experiment with a new red and gold design for the uniforms and go back with the retro helmet with the gold miner on it. Wouldn't that be cool? And Big Show says no to hashtag overrated Bosa. Big Show, boy, one thing about Big Show, he's like when he digs his teeth into something, he's like a bull. He don't let go, man. Can't talk him out of it. Jeff Tan says Jerry Rice wants AB badly. Oh, AB, Ocho Cinco, T.O., and Joe Montana's thrown his hat into the ring. Man, Lynch Shannon, they got all kind of pressure now. Yeah, I got every Hall of Famer back from every legend that's out there is telling me now that I got to go get Antonio. And Kyle's sitting there, what are you going to do? What am I going to do? What are we going to do? We got to get him. And Evan Almighty says Marquise Goodwin took offense to a lot of the comments on IG about him being the AB of the team. And I tell you what, I don't care what anybody says. If you put AB and Antonio on the field at the same time, good night. Wendy says Josh Allen, Stone Cold 49er, Niners! Local 49er fan, this is Josh Allen. Pedro Casina, what's up, fam? Bosa isn't overrated, thank you. Debbie Ryan says happy Friday, fam. C.J. West, AZ doesn't need Bosa and he doesn't fit their defense. I bet they trade down. It is common sense. Bosa's a wasted pick for them. Brick Hillman, I'm not sold on Bosa's. He got an IR in his DNA. It's partially true, though. Brunel Jacobs, Ronbo, hope we get Bosa. And Ronbo owes me money. I love the name, don't you? What's up, fam? Oski 209, what's up? Streaming from work. Can I get a Niner? Oscar. Hey, let us go to the phone and check out. Hey, Will, what's up, mate?
Ronbo, what's up, man?
Oh, Will, man, I'm telling you, the days ahead are gonna be so exciting, man. By the time we get to summertime, man, we're gonna be basket cases, man, because there's gonna be all these things going on. You got the free agencies gonna be freaking people out. We go to the draft, we get another session of being freaked out. We go hear about what's going on in camp, which always makes everybody crazy. We overreact to that, but we go do it, even though if we try not to, And then all of a sudden, game one. Oh, man, my God. But, Will, what are you thinking, man?
Yeah, well, first off, man, I'm pretty sure the whole 90 Empire glad to hear the news about Jimmy G. Kyle Shanahan said he's running around, bootlegging and doing his bootlegging, techniques and everything. So he's up and running and throwing the ball. So that's good news, man. And so it look like everything's back on track with him. So all they gotta do is just keep grinding, man, until OTAs, and then we'll be good. As for Jared McKinnon, man, look, man, ain't nobody talking about him now. But wait till the season start. Everybody gonna talk about him. I'm telling you, man. So I get Jared that want to keep himself low key. So when we see him on the first game of the season, he gonna show everybody what he been cooking. So
Put him out in
so I
open
can't
space.
wait for that.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Put him on
man.
a linebacker that ain't got a lot of speed in open space, and watch the people in the stands go. Ooh. You know how they do it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Ah,
man. But yeah, man. But like I said, man, yeah, like the draft, man, like free agency is gonna determine the draft. It
mm,
depends on what John and Kyle gonna do. If they're gonna get some edge rushers, man, in free agency, it's a possibility they're gonna get Quentin Williams. I mean, so and if they don't get any edge rushers out of free agency, they probably gonna get them out of the draft. So I mean, it's a lot of different scenarios. We really don't know, what's gonna happen on draft day. So uh we just gonna have to look out for that. And like I said, man, like as far as edge rushers go, man, but Arizona got Chandler Jones. So you know what I'm saying? I
and
don't really think
they got
I don't
Marcus
really
Gold. If Marcus had an injury
yeah,
last year, that dude had 12 and a half sacks year before last. Bosa ain't gonna give him that kind of production in the first year. I don't see that. So why would they
right,
go for Bosa? And they need wide receivers and offensive linemen. This is what I'm saying. So yeah,
right. And yeah, and then as for Bosa and Allen, you know, if 49 do get Bosa, I'm for it because I looked at Bosa highlight tape. Bosa when Bosa makes his sacks, he earns them. You know what I'm saying? He fights through the tackles. He fights off the block to get to the quarterback. With
mm-hmm,
Josh Allen get a lot of his sacks from free runs. You know what I'm
mm-hmm,
saying? So
mm-hmm.
I mean, I kinda want to go with the guy that earns his sacks rather than just get free runs to get sacked. So I see a lot of more production out of Bosa
I
more than
know.
Allen. And Allen got a bend, but it's not that bend. It's not that that you want. It's not that bend.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know if they get Bosa. You know what I'm saying? I'm all
technique.
for it, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
technique. Yeah, and for free agency, uh, if like I said, if they do get an edge rusher, I hope they get Dante Fowler. Like that dude is a playmaker, man. I mean he got my vote, man. The dude is a playmaker, man. And there's also another LA Ram, you know what I'm saying, that we could probably get. He's a free agent too. What's his name? Littleton.
oh, the
Now,
slot cover or
man,
safety
if we can get
slot or
Nah, he's a
safety.
linebacker, Middleton, number 58.
Oh, that
Littleton. I think Middleton or Littleton for the
okay.
Rams.
Yeah, because they got also the
Yeah.
slot guy is he's got either the safety or the slot guy. One of them is also a free agent.
Joyner. I think, Joyner.
Yeah, I think
He's a
he's
free agent too.
yeah.
I think he's a safety though.
I think so, yeah. I was trying to figure out is he
Yeah.
a safety or slot? Probably plays both anyway. But yeah, but go ahead.
Yeah. But yeah, man. But if we get them, man, that'll be great additions, man. And I'm still with Frank Clark. I mean, I don't know what Seattle's gonna do with Frank Clark, but if we can get Frank Clark, man, I mean, that would be amazing too. Cause
Nice,
we got the third most cap space going into next year. So,
especially after that
uh,
rollover because according to the rollover we didn't spend no money.
no, he didn't.
Woo!
No, we didn't. We didn't.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying.
And the
But
Rams got four hundred and
yeah,
sixty
man.
six thousand $500 something.
That's why they ain't gonna keep that. I told you. I told you. That's all they got, and they ain't gonna have nobody. They ain't gonna keep nobody. They gonna have to let all them players go. And I'm gonna laugh when they lose the Super Bowl. I'm gonna laugh when they lose the Super Bowl because they
That's
did
the
all
beauty
that
of
stuff and gonna lose the Super Bowl.
that's the beauty of it,
I'm
Will.
gonna laugh,
Everybody,
huh?
well, we tearing up laughing, man, because y'all spent all that money and failed. Now what?
Man, I'm gonna be laughing, man. I'm gonna get all on Stephen A. Smith, Deion Sanders, everybody. I'm gonna troll everybody that night once they lose. So they better get ready.
Can't wait. Well, you know what? It looks like everybody wants a piece tonight. Tell you what, Will, I'm gonna see you after the Super Bowl. Actually, all right.
All right, man. All right, not the Empire, man. Fuck the Rams and fuck Rudy.
I like the way that sounds. Have a good night, Will.
All right, man.
Oh man. Uh, Alon- Alonso Soto Valencia. I just let's get Devin White, baby, and go for the edge of free agency. Boy, that would be nice. Because Devin is the real deal, man. That's that plug and play, dude. John Knopp says this Nick Bosa talk is depressing. It will all end up with Bosa in the Cardinals jersey. Boy, I tell you what, I'm taking bets on that one. I really am. Anybody that thinks Nick Bosa's on his way to save the Cardinals, talk me up, man. And if you put whatever amount of money, I'm telling you, I'm gonna collect on that one. Trey from VA, finally. JP7, what's up? Niners knock 'em cold. Oh, thanks. Niners knock 'em cold. Edgar Castro's his cards taking Josh Allen or Quinnen. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Nick does not fit, and they don't need him. Roger Valinda says, what's up? I hope the Rams win. I feel sorry for them, and I don't want the Patriots to have six. Roger, you feel sorry for the Rams? I like that. That's even more insulting than the Rams. I like that. Roger's sympathetic. They spent all that money. They deserve at least one more ring. Local 400 fan says, since you're a Lakers fan, Ronbo, what do you think about the mutual interest between Lonzo and Phoenix? For another subject, yeah. Lonzo and Phoenix. That's really funny. They trading him now. Anyway, Night Faithful 808. I want Bosa, but is he the next Corey Lemonnier? Now Corey didn't have no technique. That's what was the problem with Corey. He. You know what? Here's the scary thing. Josh could be Corey. He doesn't have a lot of technique. It's all about speed. Lemonnier, the same thing. He came off that line like a man with his hair on fire. Hey, James, come on down. James. James doing all right, man. I'm anticipation. These off seasons becoming more exciting every year, and actually it's a gradual thing that should. The first year, I guess we had no business being excited, and we weren't after Jimmy Tom-Sula took over the team. I was just hopeful, but then when Chip Kelly came into the picture, I thought Chip and Cap go get together. No, they ain't. Oh, let's go. And then we got our feelings hurt. And then last year, we thought we had one of the best SSOs, man, in the business, and we did. And he's still with us. So I got excited. Thought we was going to do a lot better. This year, boy, James, this picture looks clear. But what are you thinking? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Chalk. Yeah. Okay, James, I do have one question though, James. You you uh you're putting the edge rusher in pass package. You know, you got the Sam linebacker for that. I don't know why that you'd have to add that to the edge rusher's uh, job description so heavily. When you catch the guy, the defensive end, if he's out in coverage, that was probably due to most likely a broken play. I mean, that's not usually an assignment for your edge. That's usually the Sam. That's why the 4-3 is set up the way it is. I'm thinking broken play. Yeah, I see. Yeah. Yeah. Mm, well. Mm. Yeah, yeah, but you know what, James? Look at even the personnel the 49ers have now. If I got Fred Warner, who's excellent in coverage, if I got Elijah Lee, also very good in coverage, if I got Zelcha even, he made several plays. He made several plays last year. What I'm saying is, he's more athletic. The thing is, but the only thing, James, the only point I'm trying to make here is you got three linebackers that are kind of capable for that coverage. They're going to do better than any lineman anyway. Even Elijah Lee, no matter what the ranking is on his ability. But you got those three guys. I got my safety. And I got Richard Sherman out there. I got enough guys out there in coverage. I need that quarterback to be under serious pressure. That's that's the first and foremost thing. Because if he can't get that ball off quickly, he's dead meat. That seems to be a more priority. I mean, I don't. That's just my opinion, though. Mm, true. But I know that's it. We got to wait to see what that develops. James, we got to stop there, though. We, we got to stop there. But James, we will continue this conversation after Sunday's game if you got time. It'll be late though. But yeah, be looking for you then. All right, James. Oh yeah, yeah. He's gonna be fodder. Yeah, he's in there for competition. I understand he's not that good. All right, James. See you Sunday. Thanks, fam. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Hey, let me. Let's see. We got any comments down here. And Edgar, we did. Daniel. Hey, Daniel Andre, what's up, fam? Big Hex says I'm so pissed at Atlanta. A lot of dual comments in there. All right. It's a Big Show. Big Show believes. Hey, Big Show, thanks for the contribution, by the way. He says Cards will find a way to make Bosa fit. If they don't fall in love with him, then some team like the Raiders will trade up and get. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. Bosa to Vegas and the Raiders. That's a possibility because Raiders got a lot of first round picks. Okay, that I'll go for. But it's for the Cardinals needing Bosa. They don't. It's a stupid pick for them actually. And the defense they're running now, just like the under said, Bosa's not going to affect him in a 3-4. J.K. Boss says, sup? Thanks for the contribution too, fam. I think the Cardinals will take Bosa number 1 just to keep him from us. Hey, it wouldn't be the first time that a team drafted strategically. I don't know if nowadays it's a safe thing to do. You need to address your own needs and then take it from there. But don't be surprised if the Cards will take the best offensive tackle. Emilio. See what I did there, Emilio? It's got you ringing going.
Holy shit.
It's Emilio time of year.
Nah, not really. You know, I just missed you a little bit. That's all.
I'll be thinking about you.
And I just been too busy working and haven't really been time since we haven't really been winning. I said, what's the point of getting on the show?
No, but Emilio, are you an A's fan or a Giants? You're an A's fan, right?
Yeah.
Baseball betrayed you too. I guess the Warriors is exciting.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing I got left up for. And other than that, it just at this point you that we're going 3-2 games.
Oh, and by the way, I checked out you and the little girl. You're a New Kids on the Block fan. I loved it.
Oh, okay. My daughter, the youngest, yeah.
She can dance too.
Nope. Yeah. Oh, she loves to dance, even though. But no. No, I was listening to dude that you just had on. I see his point what he was talking about, but the thing was that only works if we have the still running the 3-4. I understood what he was talking about when he was trying to get at that sometimes you do need linebackers to get in coverage. So we had that problem with Alden. He could rush, but he couldn't cover worth shit.
Yeah.
We need him to. But I understand what he's talking about, but we play 4-3. It's not the same. That's why you got all those linebackers back there.
Right.
It's not the same. We got all those corners and whatnot back there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But I understand what he was talking about, but it's not. It wasn't working up in 4-3.
And that's what the 4-3 is designed to do. Now you got ample personnel in the backfield. But teams can run different systems, and they're going to be doing that because people have been inventing all kind of stuff coming up these last couple of 3 years. So, but what else, Emilio?
Yeah. Hold on, give me 1 second.
Yeah, Emilio's surrounded by sound, ain't he?
Yeah, I know. I say give me
I think he's trying to get to a quieter place. Sounds like there's a radio in the background too. Yeah, because I'm thinking, I just need a butcher coming off the edge. Quarterbacks need to be scared because the minute that people have to be careful about the edge, that's when Buckner and whoever's in the middle go tear up. And I pray for that day. But you got to have a beast coming off the edge. So, Emilio, do I need to come back?
No, you're good. Like I said, I'm trying to get west of the radio. Yeah, no.
All right.
But no, ain't too much out there. Like it was for the Super Bowl. I can care less.
Emilio, okay, your signal's fading, Emilio. I can't hear you now.
You hear me
Emilio?
now? Yeah.
Yeah, now we can't hear you. Listen, Emilio, maybe you can take a break in a little bit and get somewhere where you can talk.
Yeah, yeah. So just come back to me.
Okay, all right. I'll be looking for you in a minute. Okay.
All right.
All right, listen, and in the meantime, I knew it. I said, boy, Theander was talking yesterday. That's why I got shouted out at Trez. Trez, I know you're listening. Let me get out that red and gold bag. I know you're listening. Listen to everything she said first. All right, go ahead. Hey, come on in. And now, one half of the TNT Connection. He hails from Atlanta, GA. Weighing in at about 235, Therese.
Hold up, wait a minute, Ronbo. Go on and put some red and gold up in it, Ronbo.
Yeah, hey, Tress, you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to get Theander and both y'all on the show at the same time and let y'all just go ahead and talk about it. How bad my boy Bobby Sala is making y'all mad.
Hey, Ronbo. You did it again. You did it again, man. Like my partner said, shout out to my tag team partner, man. Shout out to Trey from VA first and foremost. Rumbo, yeah. I mean, I
you got a new
thoroughly
tag
enjoyed
team
the
partner.
interview,
You should put
man.
Theander in the team too.
Hey, yeah. We'll think about making her honorary for the time being, but yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed that interview, Rumbo. You should have her on a lot more often. She is very knowledgeable
I
of
will be
football.
bothering Theander every chance I get.
Yeah,
she
is
kills
very
me.
knowledgeable. That lady knows her football, man. I was really impressed with her. Yeah, that was a great interview, man. By the way, yeah.
Thanks. There you go, Theander. I told you, she was a little nervous too. Can you believe it? I can't wait to see what she's like when she's relaxed and comfortable.
Oh no, she
Ronbo,
did
you
her
just hush.
thing.
Let me handle this, and then she goes on.
She ain't quite. She said she halfway there. She ain't quite ready to get on that fire solid train, but she gonna be all the way there come next season. You know, after them first 6 games, she gonna be like, Ronbo, yeah, he was right. Yeah, yeah.
No, I agree. I'm gonna be joining y'all. If he gets people in there that can play and they're still having troubles, I'm gonna be carrying the flag right up front. You know. But
we'll be behind then, Ronbo, when we could have been ahead. You know, they say always stay ahead of the game, never behind the game. You know,
that's a good point.
And I'm a firm believer in that. But Ronbo, let me give you a quick little story real quick. I ain't gonna hold you up tonight. I took my kids down to the NFL experience, right? You know, Super Bowl here.
Good.
So I'm coming down the escalator, right? And the dude behind me saying, hey, 49er, gold jacket, because I had my gold jacket on. I said, what's up? He said, you're a 49er fan? There go Dion right there. So Dion is on the escalator right next to me.
No, he wasn't.
So I look. Yeah, so I looked, Ronbo. I said, oh, prime time. What's happening? So he said, what's up? I said, hey, man, for real, though, dog. I said, hey, man, you shouldn't talk about the team like you do, man. I said, hey, man, you be dogging us out, bro. You need to cut that out, bro, like you didn't never play for this team. He said, what? He looked at me. He said, what? Tell the truth about y'all? I said, no, bro, you ain't telling the truth about us because you were telling the truth, then tell the whole truth. I said, you act like you ain't never played for this team. I said, don't forget now, you won your first Super Bowl with us. I said, but you run around here with no loyalty to the team, though. You act like you was a cowboy for life or something, you know. I went off on him, Ronbo. I couldn't stand it. I had to speak the truth right then.
I appreciate it. We all appreciated it.
Yeah.
Dion been mean and evil lately. What was his response after you got through working him?
Hey, he just threw his hand on Ronbo and went on.
Thank you very much.
They was taking him on down this other escalator, you know. I said, no, bro, we ain't finna have that, bro. You out here talking bad about us like that, bro. So everybody behind me, Ronbo, was laughing, man. They was laughing. They just, well, you went at it, did you? I said, yeah. I said, bro, you gonna talk about us like that, man. That dude played for us, man. Walk around here like you don't know us. Come on.
I mean, it's a good thing we went together, Trish, because after you got through working, Dion, where you going, man? We ain't through talking to you, man. Come on back here.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, I had to share that one with you,
Good job, Trish. Good job, man.
These dudes ain't gonna walk around here bad mouthing us.
I don't care who he is, because Deion, man.
Bottom line.
And he talk about the Dallas Cowboys and he wish AB would consider trying to get with the Cowboys. Man, Cowboys, they just got
he's so loyal. Like he's so loyal. Yeah, to the Cowboys. I'm like, bro, you can't. I told him you had to leave here, and I said here meaning Atlanta. You had to leave here to get with us to get you a championship. You know what I'm saying? And you run around here like you don't know us. Come on, bro. Don't act like that, man. Come on, what? Tell the truth. You telling no truth?
I love it. Oh God, that's good work, Jazz. Boy.
Yes, sir, B. I had to share that one with you, Ronbo. But Ronbo too. I was looking at this Montez Swift, from Mississippi State. I like that dude, Ronbo. I like that dude. He's a little raw. You know what I'm saying? Got to teach him a little technique. But I like him. If we had to trade down, if we were considering trade down, I like that dude, man. I like him.
Tress, hold on a second. Okay, are we? If you got sound now, please let us know. I see this. So we're not having any sound. Okay, go ahead, Tress.
Yeah. But I was saying that Montez Swift kid, man, I like him, man. I really do.
He looked good. He got handled though by that offensive lineman in the Senior Bowl. Big Show gave me his name because I'm not familiar with the guys especially on the offensive lineman. But he got handled a little bit by the offensive lineman. He got a little frustrated. But you know what? That could be a lot to do with technique, and he may be okay after he gets working with Kasurik and Kiffin. So if they do end up getting him, ain't nobody gonna be mad. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that kid has a lot of raw talent, man. I think him being with a good coordinator, they can bring the best out of him. He's gonna be something special in this league. Mm-hmm. I like what I've seen from him. Just in case if we had to go. What they call bargain shopping for edge rusher if we trade down. Mm-hmm. But I'm still on the Josh Allen train.
Yep.
I'm just saying. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens because I really think if the Cardinals, if there's a choice between Josh and Joey, the Cardinals go take Joey. I mean Nick. The Cardinals go take Josh.
Nick. Oh, okay. You think so?
Yeah. They run a 3-4, right? That is ideally suited for Josh. He would be a stand-up because he stands up. He's not a guy he can put his hand in the dirt, but he's more efficient standing up from what I can see of his film. Boy, he'll be coming off that edge like a bat out of hell. They already got Chandler Jones. I don't know if Marcus Gold is going to be okay, but Marcus Gold ain't nobody's boy. Before he got hurt, Marcus Gold was a badass. So
yeah, he was a badass. Yeah, bringing it. Yeah.
And he ain't old. Marcus is 27, 26, something like that. Anyway, it's going to be interesting to see. This is what I'm saying. If people are guaranteed Bosa's going to the Cardinals, no, he ain't. The Cardinals may hold him hostage for a trade down. And Show just brought up that it could be the Raiders. He may be right.
Yeah. Because they got enough collateral to do whatever.
Yeah. There's the thing.
They got enough. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, Trez.
Well, Ronbo ain't gonna hold you, man. But yeah, that's all I had, man. That was the highlight of my week so far, man. Yeah, I had to go at prime time, man. I said, bro, you ain't gonna diss us like that, bro. We ain't having that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm so glad you let us know. But I tell you, that was pretty, Chris. That was awesome, man. See his behind.
All right, Ronbo. Look, shout out to the chat over there, man. Jeff Pan always holding it down over there. Oh, there goes my tag team partner, man. There he is. Right on cue.
I wish he would have been with you when you all ran into Dion.
All right, Ronbo. I'm gonna let my partner have it. I'm gonna bow right now.
All right, Trez. See you later.
All right, shout out to the chat over there, man. Y'all keep it working, man. All right, Ronbo, we love you, man.
Thanks, fam. Love you back too. All right.
All right.
Boy, if we could just get a hold of Stephen A. Smith, boy, they have to bring security in. Several of us got out there and caught Stephen, and just me by myself would have to be security. Stephen A. Smith, good God Almighty, no, it ain't. And Stephen, don't say nothing pleasant because I ain't gonna say nothing pleasant. Stephen A. Smith, what have you got against the 49ers? And now you done went to work. Oh, I'm sorry, Trez. Go ahead, man, because I'm getting ready to start on Stephen A. Smith. Go ahead. Let me introduce you right. And now, the other half of the TNT Connection. He comes out of the state of Virginia. He is Trey.
Finally. And I do mean finally. You damn right, Deion Sanders. I told you to keep our name out of your mouth. I told you this. I gave you that warning on this show about a month ago. And what happened? TNT had to pull up on you. That's what happened. Pulled up on you real quick.
Perfect.
Swerved on you real quick. Shout out to my partner. That's how we get down. Shout out to you, brother Ronbo. I need more likes. So if it doesn't bother you a little bit, Ronbo, I need an immediate install.
Well, you can get that too. And now it's Friday night where we also set up Let Me Holla at You.
For it to be 200 and almost 50 people in here, I need at least half of that on the likes. So if you haven't hit that yet, this one is for you. Because Brother Rombo and the staff behind the scenes, they be holding it down, man. All right. And we're about to start showing you this. No. I've got 10 coming your way as soon as I hang up, man. And I challenge anybody else to match me on the super chat. I'm always in the chat, showing my brother Rombo some love. If you got it, if you don't, we understand. And if you got it, whatever you got. But show this man some love. Show his people some love, because they always bringing us the hottest content, and he'll never ask for it. Never.
I love it so much. Thanks, Trey.
Now, with that being said, my partner brought up a very, as a matter of fact, Rumbo, you brought up a very, no, one of the best shows that you've ever had I saw today, Rumbo, and that was DeAndre. Shout out to her.
Isn't she special?
And if she wants to be down with TNT, then I feel like if we could do that with my partners, we have more than enough love for a woman of her caliber or knowledge. She was laying it down. But here's the one thing I didn't agree with. Because I'm going to have at least one thing. Rumble, who's our Sam linebacker right now? Who's playing Sam?
Ziocha got beat out, and then they put the biggest mistake in the world. They put Malcolm Smith over there.
I'm a little concerned. Okay, but is Nick Bosa going to play Sam?
No.
Do you want Nick Bosa dropping in coverage?
No.
Is that what you want?
No.
So we're getting Nick to do one job, 2 jobs for us, minimal. But when we're talking about a Josh Allen, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about a guy. If Cassius Marsh, let me say this again, because this is despicable that you guys are saying this. We run a 4-3 and we can't stand up. If Cassius Marsh can stand up on first, I got pictures. I got screenshots. I've got game film. Cassius Marsh, Kansas City games, standing up on first down in our scheme. On first down, standing. If Josh Allen can't be better than Cassius Marsh on first down, this is in Robert Saleh's scheme. This isn't like I'm imagining this or I'm trying to project it, or you see what I'm saying? Like he's going to rush the passer when we need him to, and he's going to play Sam. He's athletic enough to drop in coverage, but you don't want that.
No.
See, everybody keeps talking about what he can't do in rushing the passer. Oh, he's not a refined pass rusher. I give you that. And if that was the only thing that we were drafting him for, I'd give you that. But I want somebody that can stand up off the ball, over top of a tight end, rough him up a little bit, drop into coverage, and rush the passer. Be that extra guy. Be that guy that's going up against a running back. Wouldn't you like to see Josh Allen against a running back, Rombo? Because in this defense, we can scheme that up. Wouldn't you like to see that?
Well, yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah.
Wouldn't you like to see that, Rombo?
I would love to see that.
Okay, because that's what this game is about. It's about your Sam coming off the edge and having that advantage against a blocking running back.
Yeah.
We don't have nobody on the team that can do that, period.
Yeah.
Then he's going to drop in coverage, confuse the quarterback a little bit, play that hook, play that shallow cross. And then he's going to rush the quarterback on third down to put his hand in the dirt or stand up. But you don't want that? Do we have anybody on our team that can do any of that, Rombo?
No, probably not. But
we talking about a floor. Go ahead, Rombo. You got it.
But I was just saying, it depends on where your priority is. Now, I still want that guy coming off the edge that's just giving that quarterback hell, so Buckner can take his game to the next level.
I love what
I wasn't thinking about
Rombo.
coverage.
I do.
Yeah.
If Bosa's there, then I want him. So don't get twisted. And I've said this, and I'll be consistent. I don't think he'll be there. So I've resigned myself to Josh Allen. Let me tell you why. They don't run a 3-4 anymore in Arizona, Rombo. They hired Vance Joseph. Vance Joseph runs a 4-3.
Ah.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You see what I'm saying? Vance Joseph runs, and
Well, if
they're
they run
going
the
back to the 4-3.
4-3, then Joey
And
Nick
Bosa's
comes in.
pick.
He becomes the pick.
Yeah, Nick's the pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick's the pick. So you guys can go ahead and pack that up. Unless they trade it away. There's two things that are going to happen. They're going to trade the pick. They're going to take Nick Bosa. It is what it is.
Yeah. Because like I say, I don't think they'd be worried about edge anyway, period. You know, whether it's be 4-3 or 3-4. They got Gold. They got so many guys they can play. Their pass rush is not – the Cardinals kicked our ass as far as the pass rush goes. They don't need
that's ridiculous. And that's why we lost. We lost that game because we couldn't rush the quarterback. Like Josh Rosen sitting back there, as trash as he was, couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, but still somehow beat us twice. It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
But let's talk about some good news, Ronbo, real quick, and then we're going to slide out because I know the line's high. Real quick, just some really quick good news right here. I truly believe that Jimmy G is ready to ascend to the next level. And here's why. It's something to watch your team when you're the man and they're having a certain level of success. And by that, I mean this. We're putting up points without Jimmy. Jimmy doesn't want any questions about him. We were putting up points without Jimmy. Not consistently until Nick got in there, but we were putting up points. And what I feel is this. We are not going to turn the ball over as much as we did last year, and we're going to get a few more turnovers. And that's what killed us, Ronbo. It's just we turned it over too much, and we got two picks. And so with the combination of that, those close games, and Jimmy G, you give me 4 more wins. We had 8. And now we're talking about sneaking into the playoffs with 2 or 3 more things going our way. So I'm excited about a team that can put my best player on the field. And give me one receiver. Do you have a receiver you want to look at in the draft, Ronbo?
Oh, I see about 4. I like Metcalf just because I said, Metcalf, he could be something seriously special. Also, that kid out of Stanford in Arizona also, both of them, wide receivers they got, they're both long and athletic. And I'm actually getting ready. I was getting ready to load the app up with about 5 of my favorites here a little later on today. Actually.
Yeah, and look, just take a look out for A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown from Ole Miss.
the number 1 pick in this draft.
Yes, and take a look out for Lil Jordan Humphrey. I'm going to keep singing his praises because this kid from Texas, he's got size, he's got speed. You'll see him at the combine. I think that he's somebody in the second round that we could target and be a perfect Shanahan type of guy, a guy that's, 6'3", you know what I'm saying, he can fly.
That's the thing.
He probably needs to refine some route running. So,
well, you know what, though?
But thank you for everything that you do.
They'll work on his route running. If he's got that kind of speed.
Oh, my gosh. He's a big-bodied guy. I think he's a red zone target. That's what I like about him. And you mix him with Kendrick Bourne. You mix him with Pettis. You mix him with Goodwin. Maybe we can bring in a free agent. We need some more competition. I'm not satisfied. We didn't have enough competition last year. That's John Lynch's job. And on Sunday, on Sunday, we're going to holler at John Lynch. Exactly. We're going to holler at John Lynch. We got some things to say, but I know we don't have enough time tonight.
All right, Trey. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm looking for you Sunday then. After the Rams, boys, you know how as festive this place is going to be if the Rams get their ass? Well, not for everybody, but me.
No, this is what we doing, though. This is what we doing, guys. This is what we doing. We are not one Niner fan better be hoping that the Rams win. Like, how can you call yourself a fan fan? If you want the Rams to win. This ain't got nothing to do with the Patriots. We can put our hate to the side from now.
Thank you. That's the way to put it.
Hate to the
This
side.
ain't got nothing to do
Now
with the Patriots.
It's business. It's business. You do business with people you don't like. We don't gotta like you. This business.
Yeah.
Do a job for us real quick, all right? I hope they embarrass the Rams. I don't think it's going to happen, but I want the Patriots to win. So it's going to be – I got the score right here, Ronbo, and then I'm going to be out. The score of the game on Sunday is going to be 28-24 Patriots. And they're going to get up out of there with that win. And we're going to be happy. And you ain't going to see the Rams in the Super Bowl for the next 10 years because we back.
That's it. And besides, they ain't going to be able to keep nobody next year anyway.
Man.
Woo,
all right, buddy. Shout out to my partners and shout out to the newest member of TNT, DeAndre. We looking this offseason because anybody that got that knowledge, man, we want you on the TNT side because, Ronbo, you know how we do the wars every offseason. One faction versus the next, you know what I'm saying? Where the Heart Foundation at, man? Them boys missing. Where they at?
Trey, I'll see you
You're calling them up. Yes, sir.
Y'all got it. They heard it. All right, Trey.
They know.
All right, Trey. Appreciate you, fam. I'll be looking for you Sunday. Did Trey do his? Trey did the Trey. Trey never. He fades out of the picture. Screen turns to black. I know what you're saying, Ronbo. The screen's been black the whole time. Hush. Anyway, what we got here? Bring James back. Yeah, James. We didn't have any. We didn't have any sound on you. So James, you can get back in here and maybe go over some of those points you had a little earlier. Is he on the phone now? Oh,
Yeah.
James, are you ready? Oh, hey, James. Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, James. You know, maybe because like you was nobody heard your first rendition of your thoughts, and
Okay.
yeah. Go ahead, and run them down again.
Well, like I said, to me, I just think it's I tell you one thing I do believe. I'm still believing that Josh Allen is a better fit for us right now, even in that 4-3, because we got to have outside linebackers. I'm not sold on Elijah Lee. Okay. Beside him, Malcolm Smith, you pretty much know he's going to get put out the door eventually, hopefully in the next, maybe, say by Tuesday, if you ask me my earliest time. That would be absolutely beautiful. But at the end of the day, I just think that I'm looking at both of these guys. One's an outside linebacker, edge rusher, one's a pretty much just an edge rusher. And we had Alden Smith, who was great at rushing quarterback. But times when he couldn't get there, it's like it was a waste of energy. And then on top of that, he wasn't great in coverage at all. Now, it kind of gets real intriguing when I talk about Josh Allen because to only play 50% of pass plays and still have 17 sacks, there's a lot that we could do with this kid. Okay. And I think that even in the 4-3, playing him at that Sam linebacker, you can still move him around. You can still bring him off the edge. Okay, where you go basically, I believe it is a dime package from the 4-3, where you've got four defensive linemen and you've got an edge rusher and you just got two linebackers. Okay, and at the end of the day, I mean, it's like this is something we're picking second. By the grace of God, I hope the next 15, 20 years we're not even in the
Picking
top
second.
25,
Oh.
you know? And at the end of the day, we still got to nail it in free agency. And I'm going to tell you, when it comes to edge rushers, this is what I wanted to say. You talk about Dante Fowler. The knack was on him. The Jaguars let him go because he was a lazy type of player. And at the
Yeah,
same
I read that
time,
about him the other day. He's got 2.5 star ranking as far as free
yeah,
agents go.
yeah,
Yeah, I know.
that's exactly it. He
Lazy
doesn't
won't
have
work. Yeah.
he doesn't have a ranking of any kind worthwhile as a edge rusher. You just don't see it. And when you look at the list of edge rushers, he's at the bottom of that list.
Not number 19 on the
So
list I was looking at the other day. Yeah.
yeah, and why would you want to spend money on an edge rusher that he pretty much gives up on plays and he's lazy?
Yeah, that's a scary
We don't.
combination. If you don't like to
It
work,
is.
now we got a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really is scary because that lets me know that in games when it's on the line and the defense have gave up some big plays for us. And now these guys are in crunch time, the end of the third quarter or the middle half of the fourth quarter, and they really got to get after it. I don't want to see somebody coming off the edge that's like looking down at his shoelaces while he's rushing to the quarterback because he think a shoelace thing came loose. So he ain't even really looking at the quarterback.
Yeah. You know,
He's just out there making.
he made a play the other day. But you know what? I think Fowler's the kind of a guy where, okay, well, we're in the playoffs. I guess I can go in and play now.
Yeah, that's
That's
it.
not a
Well,
that's yeah, it's not a
listen.
good attitude though.
You and I both know 3 weeks ago, had that call would have been the right way. The Rams would have been sitting at home watching TV on their 85-inch TVs, wanting to see who wins between the Saints and the Patriots.
I know.
Okay.
Boy, I'm still mad about that. I wish you wouldn't have brought it up.
Hey,
Oh,
well,
man.
they got there, but at the end of the day, I do believe I'm not. There's no way you're not going to pay me. You're not going to tell me you'll send me some jerseys and some old helmets from back in the days that Guy McIntyre and Keenan Turner wore. Let me tell you something, man. I'm not rooting for no Rams, okay? And Rudy, I'd like to kick Rudy off the side of the mountain and don't know what's down there below. But that's neither here nor there, okay? But like I said, it's this is our opportunity, and I just think not only in drafting Josh Allen, but getting some more players in the draft and not trading down, take the pick, because we do know we gotta. It's not so much just about the better player. We know right now we got to replace Malcolm Smith, bro. That's coming. I do not want to see that horror film. That was like me out there chasing Saquon after a back surgery. And I took off with 2 crutches, but I was still had one. I'm still chasing. Like, come here, where you going, man? Come here. And he's just walking right on
stick a
by.
stick in between his legs, though, James, and trip him.
Yeah, and he's just laughing at me like, man, I'm gonna kick that crutch out from under him and see how fast he can run anyway.
James, we got to stop, though. And I'll tell you what,
Yeah,
James, you should have some more fun stuff come after this game,
yeah.
especially if the Rams lose.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, it's going to be a
I can't
party.
listen. When they lose, I would love to see the comment from the owner, Stan Kroenke, to Sean McVay and Les Snead, because I can guarantee he's going to be telling, well, fellas, I put a lot of money into that new stadium. I ain't really taking too high on this embarrassment today, but I don't know which one of y'all I'm going to let go first, but both of you going. Okay? 'Cause I can't pay all these players. I ain't got no younger players to groom right now because you done gave away all my draft picks.
And I ain't got no money.
Y'all fellas better sure be glad we ain't out there on no hunting expedition. Y'all was way up in front of me with dark clothing. Yeah. Well,
$465,000 on their total. So now they got 79 cents.
Ronbo, they have no younger players to groom. And somebody said something about Corey Littleton. Corey Littleton, for a linebacker, is about him and Malcolm Smith are pretty much they could pass for clones. Okay.
I think that Will said something about that. I think I'm not sure.
58, Corey Middleton. You can't. I mean,
right.
he's a set.
We better get more into that after the game Sunday. But yeah, keep that in mind. And Monday. All right.
No problem, Ronbo. Thank you for what you do. Niner Empire, Niner for life. And let's not forget, Landon Collins of the Giants is a free agent
available.
Also.
Yeah. All right. Giants. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, fam.
Yeah, it is.
See you Sunday, James.
All right, Ronbo.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Enjoy your evening. Be blessed. Thank you, man.
You too. Thanks. Oh, man. Let's see. Hey, and Niner Vegas says if Cardinals trade down, I don't see Niners trading down. There's no need for another team to trade up. Yeah, that's really a good point. It's hard. I didn't know that people were going to be trading up like they were last year. You know what I'm saying? So these trade ups are like a surprise to me. So I don't know. Niner Faithful 808 says, thanks, Faithful 808. That's really nice. Niner Empire says Jimmy plus AB equals a 6th ring. Sounds good to my ears. Civic Sport Injected FP6, what's up? Niner Faithful 52, draft a receiver, and there's a nice crop this year. I can see at least a couple of them being available in the 2nd round, too. Edgar Castro says, might be gone if Jacksonville or Washington trades up. If they want him, they will trade up. Edgar, who are you talking about, man? Because, Jacksonville or Washington, both of them need a quarterback. You're talking about quarterback, huh? Have to be. Because I understand Alex Smith is not going to be back next year, most likely. And Jacksonville does not want Bortles to be back next year. And Daniel Andre, what's up? Let us go on over to say, and the area code is 518 in Troy, New York. Hello, Troy, New York. Yellow. Hello, New York. Start spreading the news. Boom. Troy, New York. Hello. 518 area code. Hello. All right, we'll come back to you.
What's good,
Hey,
Ronbo?
Yeah, hello.
What's good, Ronbo? What's going on, man?
Yeah. Hey, Demetrius. What's up?
What's good, man? What's
Oh,
up, man? Long time no hear from, man.
Yeah, we sit back here, man, tripping on the fact that what are the 49ers going to do with that number 2 pick? Are you going to sit back and
I know.
wait for Nick? You go ahead and get Josh? What, you go trade down?
Man, look, I'm not trading down for nothing, Ronbo. I don't care about all the BS. Look, man, we need to win now, man. It's going on year 3. Like, we can't have that. Kyle Shanahan got more losses. He got double-digit losses. Like, he only got, like, what? He's 10 and, like, 20-something to start his career off.
You do the math. That's 32. 10 from 32 is what? Yeah, it's been rough, Demetrius. Ain't no doubt about that.
Yeah, it ain't looking good. So, look, year 3, we gotta buckle down, man. We can't play around, Ronbo. We gotta go for top everything. We gotta get the best players in the draft, man. We cannot F around, man. Best players in the draft,
including.
I say we either go get Nick Bosa. I like that kid Montez Sweat.
Yeah.
Over Allen a little bit, but I think Montez Sweat, like,
Demetrius,
his motor keeps running, man.
Did I hear you say you like Sweat over Allen? You're the first guy I've ever heard say that.
I do.
Yeah.
I bet. I've been on him for a minute. Remember last time we spoke, I told you about the kid from Mississippi State, the outside linebacker?
I checked him out,
the
too.
DE.
Yeah,
Montez Sweat. I'm telling you, bro, watch it.
He's built exactly for that position, long and strong, and the man he can fold around that corner. He's a little bit of technique, but Montez has got motor, like you say, too. Montez Sweat.
He do. I just think we gotta go for the best players, Rumble. We cannot trade down and pick somebody up. F that. We number 2. We gotta pick the second best player in the draft, man. We gotta go for the best, Rumble, if we want to win.
I agree.
Screw everything else, man.
I wanted to
because
trade
if you look at
last year myself. Don't trade down, trade up.
If you look at it, man, and I don't want to compare it. I don't even want to say it because I hate those goddamn Rams. But they went out and spent that money, and look where it got them. Regardless of they ain't even supposed to be there, but they went out and spent the money, and look where they at. Regardless of whatever, but they went out and spent that money.
And it worked for this
Can't
year.
be scared, man. We can't. I don't want to hear next year. They on a 5-year plan. We can't wait, man. San Fran been waiting too long. Hell no. We the greatest team in the NFL history. I ain't trying to add nothing, man. Red and gold, man.
But here's the thing. You're going to appreciate different. See, the Rams, they built that team. They opened the window about that wide. So if they can get through that window, because starting next year, Talib is going to start getting wore out. He's going to be injured a lot. Ndamukong Suh didn't play all year except for the playoffs, so he ain't going to give you nothing all season long. There's going to be some problem with Gurley and C.J. Anderson. I can see that right now. And Cooper Kupp, he's got to come back. That's not the same team. You know, they got issues that nobody's really taking real seriously yet. But some people go say, man, we just got to the Super Bowl. It had a lot to do with me. I got to get paid. And then they were sitting in the office talking about, I got to renegotiate my contract. This is ahead for the Rams, and they ain't got no money. So
you know that every Super Bowl team they break everything up after the Super Bowl, win or lose, like they breaking it up. But I'm just saying, like, far as we can't keep holding back, man. We gotta show this NFC West, man, the rest of the NFL that, like, we're a dynasty, man, and we have a winning tradition, and we just we got to keep that going. But I just feel we got to spend the money on the right players. That's what I really mean. Spend the money on the right players.
There's a key word. Put it on the right players. And Demetrius, also pace yourself with the cash. The 49ers have a nice young nucleus. When you look at Jimmy G, Matt Breida, and Jerick McKinnon, that's a solid backfield. You keep Raheem Mostert in the fold. They got to renew his contract. There's a backup with equal speed. Now you got Dante Pettis, who people don't know. Dante's going to have the second. You know how George Kittle just had that breakout year in his second year? Look for Pettis to look the same next year. Now you got a team, you build around these pieces. Get DeForest Buckner, somebody to help him off the edge. All of a sudden, the 49ers are in there. I don't know what to tell you about the corner. I'm scared.
I got one more. I got two more things before I go around board. I know I have to go.
Go ahead.
You know what I would do with Sally T? You know what I would do with him? I would put him I would move him to a linebacker. He's just too slow for me to get off that ball, to get off the line on that, off to the ball like that. I will move him to linebacker.
But he can't be too slow.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, but he can't play linebacker being slow. You need to be quick. You need to be big, strong, and fast. I'm not sure.
It's either that or he got to go, man. We got to stop pacifying these fools, man.
That was coming next. And you know what? And tell you what, here's the thing, Demetrius. If they pick up Rashawn Gary, which is scaring me to death, I woke up 3 times screaming. If they pick up Rashawn Gary, they gave up on Solomon T. Look for that.
Yeah.
It's like it's like the Godfather when he told Michael, he says, "Whoever comes to you and says they want to make a deal, that's the betrayer." See, that's why it's the same thing. If the 49ers pick up Rashawn Gary and he has a little bit of juice, I've been watching this film, I understand why it's possible. That means they gave up on Solomon T, and he will be traded on draft night, if not before.
That's what I'm talking about. We got to get rid of all these players. Like, we can't keep having these rookies in on these contracts. I'm tired of us fucking I'm tired of us drafting injured players for one. Like, we got to stop that. We got to stop that, man. We got to stop drafting injured players with torn knee replacements and fucking legs breaking, these brittle players, man.
Demetrius, we got to go. But you know what? Marcel Harris might work out. Demetrius, Marcel came in injured. Do you know, I think Kwaski might be in trouble. That boy hits hard. He's fast on the mark. And we ain't see what Contavious Street could do.
Harris is the truth. I watched a couple games this year. He did his thing. Hard. I think he brittle, man. He get on he touch the glass, he get injured. You know what
I'm telling you, man.
But thank you, Ronbo. I appreciate it. And I know you got to go, man. Nice talking to you, man. Look forward to talking to you again, bro.
Hey, man, fam, looking forward to it. See you Sunday after the game. We got some chance. It's going to be a party. We're looking for them Rams to go down smoked.
Oh, hell yeah. Them candy yams, they about to get smoked, bro.
That's even better. Candy yams. Them candy ass.
Yo, that's right. That's those candy ass Rams. All right, Ronbo, have a good night, bro.
All right, fam, you too. See, here's the thing. The Rams, McVay is what? 31. Belichick is what? 95? And how many times they've been to this game? Rams have no idea what's coming either. That's what I like. They'll be, like Trey says, it'll be a closer game. I don't see Belichick running off and killing them because this is not the strongest Patriot team of all time either. Speaking of Trey, thanks, fam. And Trey says we really appreciate everything you and the staff do for the 49ers family. Niners fans, TNT, hashtag TNT. Thanks, Trey. Appreciate you, fam. Edgar Castro, what's up? Edgar, thanks, fam. Thanks, appreciate it. Oh, man. And Donnie Montana, 49 hitter. He says, is that a Steve Young jersey you got on? You know, see, because I'm starting to think now, you want to stick to the legends, because I got my Reuben Foster jersey in the closet. I don't know what to do with it. I've been thinking about, because the man made me so mad. I thought about tearing it up and using it for a car wash rag, but it costs too much money. Somebody said put it on eBay, and I said, for what, to get cussed out? I don't know what to do with that jersey. Maybe Reuben comes back in a couple of years. I don't know. Maybe I'll save it, Hey, is Jack? And Dre Barry, what's up, fam? Civic Sporting Jack says, AB just wants to win, which he couldn't accomplish in Pittsburgh. There's some truth to that, isn't it? Millionaires and Billionaires says, bang, bang, bang. You will forever respect the Niner gang. And one more time.
Ronbo, what's good?
Hey, let me just one more, Jack. Hold on. Ricardo Rodriguez says, I hope all the defensive talent we got in the first rounds in past drafts will finally develop ASAP, and if not, we need someone who will. See, that's the thing, waiting on these guys to develop. Jock.
What's up, man?
Yeah, Jock, man. We sitting back here and still speculating about Joey Bosa, talk about how he'd be feeling lucky to be a 49er and what's going to happen with the Cardinals' first pick, things like that. The Josh Allen argument continues, Josh or Joe or Nick or third party. And Kyle Shanahan will be at the Super Bowl taking notes on how to beat the Rams' ass. Boy, I can't wait. Josh laughing. Jock's probably got money on the Rams again, don't you, Jock? I know you, man, because you already won some money with them before. Me and Jock was having it, boy. Jock said, Ronbo, I got the Rams against New Orleans. Oh! and New Orleans lost, man.
No. This time around, I ain't messing with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm mad because you're giving Belichick too much time. You're giving Belichick 2 weeks.
Ooh,
2 weeks is too much for him.
Ain't that the truth? I hadn't thought about that.
You're giving him 2 weeks. The man is a genius. He's gonna kill you. If it was like, if they were playing the Rams the following week, then
maybe a little closer.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But nah. Like I said, it might be one of those boring Super Bowl.
Might be. Hey, Jock, Belichick had 2 weeks to prepare for the Chiefs, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Funny. Jock, I hadn't thought about that. That's hilarious. It was the Eagles? No, we're talking about this year, though. But, yeah.
He had 1 week on the Chiefs because they had the Chargers a week before. They had a first-round bye, though, but that was before the Chargers.
Oh, yeah.
They
He's
didn't
right.
have – okay,
yeah,
so
you're right.
And they've lost Super Bowls before, so it's not like the 2 weeks matters as much as you'd think. They lost.
They lost the Eagles last year. But look how they lost the Eagles. A last-minute God was wearing an Eagles jersey. He just said, I can't stand it. I'm going to give it to these guys. Wow, that's true, though. But that was a good point. But still, the Rams are not at that level yet.
Regardless, like right now, we ain't one of those two-way thing. We don't want the Rams to win because we are diehard 49ers. We don't want Brady to win because, he's going to surpass Montana.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
But, Jock, like we were saying last week, Sean put it best. You know what? Ain't nobody going to change no opinion about Montana and Brady. I mean, no matter what this game, lose or win, people are still going to call Tom Brady the GOAT. That's why I'm saying, you know what? Boy, that is the gospel truth. Tom could lose 3 more times, and his people would still say he's the greatest of all time. So, in that case, please don't let the Rams start walking around with the chest all stuck out. Look at us now, 49ers. You guys been laughing and talking about us like we were crap for how long? Now we got a ring. See, that's what having to deal with people that are below our feet. That's what we have to put up with. Now they'll go be talking shit. Oh, I can't stand it.
No, but like I told you, man, halftime, that shit is over, man. You know what I'm saying? Before halftime, the gap is gonna be too large for the Rams to, you know what I'm saying, to beat them, to beat them, So that's what I told you. It might be one of those boring Super Bowls.
I won't be bored. If the Patriots beat hell out the Rams, I will not be bored. I'm going to bring me something to drink, as I always do. And I'm going to just be toe up by the fourth quarter. Rams! I'm thinking about having me a rack of lamb tonight for dinner. Look at y'all. Y'all little meaty butts getting beat. Come on in here, boy. Give me some lamb chops. Put a little chutney on there. Yeah. Put a little chutney. Give me what's the best red wine to go with lamb chops? Oh! And we won't be able to find Rudy. Oh, no, Rudy, because we're already talking about Rudy. Rudy come in on the chat. Well, 49ers, I know you guys are happy about this, but just know this. We are still the NFC champions, NFC West champions. And that's when I'll say, Rudy, see, he knows how to get to you. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, you'll kick his ass next year, Jock. Yeah!
Oh, hell yeah. But listen, man, I think we need that dude, man, Nick Bosa.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he'll probably wind up with us because the thing is, I have a feeling that Arizona, I think, you know what I'm saying, I don't think they're gonna go defense. You know.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna get their offense solid.
Right?
You know, for that new quarterback
like
they
last
got.
year. Such a good point, Jock. Looked like ass on offense. Now, why would they be going after Joey Bosa and Nick Bosa?
Yeah.
What?
So they're not going defense, you know. Mm-hmm. So I think they're more gonna get a weapon for that quarterback they got last year. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna, you know, the same way that we got McGlinchey. You know, you'll be surprised, man. They might go after tackle. You know what I'm saying?
The offensive line was shit last year with them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just
exactly.
There's so many more higher-ranking needs than getting Nick Bosa. But they're going to tease people. They're going to say all week long before the draft, for 2 weeks long, well, we like Nick Bosa. That way everybody's going to come trading up.
Exactly.
You know how we want first-round pick. So you got to give up more than that, or we just keep the pick. All right. Second, we'll give you first next year, a second this year, a third next year, and who do you want from our state? People are going to be giving up the farm. Just get a quarterback that ain't worth a damn. Jock, we ran out of time. Let's continue on Sunday.
Yeah, we'll do that. Make sure we'll do that, man. And then we're going to celebrate on New England beating the shit out of the Rams.
Oh, I'll be so delighted.
Same sorry-ass Rams.
All right, Jock. Have a great night.
All right, Ronbo. See you Sunday, bro.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. All right, Jock.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hey, Tyler, come on in, man.
Ronbo. My favorite dude.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, and thanks for your assistance the other day. I don't know what was going on with Lance Zierlein, man. Lance just went nuts. And and like you were right,
crazy. Ronbo,
he's clowning us.
You need to quit listening to that stuff. For your sake, you need to quit listening to that stuff. Man.
I know, man. He's making me
crazy.
I tell you.
Oh, by the way, who was it that told Dion off?
Oh, that was Trez.
And Trez knows what he's talking about, man.
God, yes, man. Dion, every chance he gets, he takes a shot at the 49ers now.
He's like, what, for being honest about your team? It's like, you're not being honest. You don't look at all the factors. It's not fair for you to be saying that stuff.
Boy, I used to like Dion so much, but Dion has gotten on my last nerve. I mean, him and Stephen A. Smith, man, they just cannot get up off the 49ers. Can't get any respect at all. I mean,
I'm liking me some Chad Johnson right now, man. He's talking good about us, I think.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, this
T.O. is like, get AB over here.
That's hilarious. Stephen A. Smith hadn't gotten over that yet. I thought he was going to pass out. Come on,
well, I don't
man!
know why Stephen A. is so mad about it. I don't know what his problem is with AB coming.
The thing is, I don't know. He has a bigger problem with Jimmy G. He refuses to give Jimmy G the respect. Even the guy he does his show with, he takes up for Jimmy G, and Steven's all over him. I said, man, what is with Steven? He doesn't have enough sample. Y'all drawing conclusions over a man that ain't played enough football to even be drawing any conclusions over. When I see him go a whole season and he wins and getting me into the playoffs, and then we can talk about Jimmy G being worth something. In the meantime, I don't want to hear it. Well, then get off the air,
okay.
Stephen A. Smith. God.
Okay. So, I mean, this probably isn't a fair comparison, but they were talking about. I'm pretty sure Stephen A. was praising Patrick Mahomes before this season even started.
He was.
I'm pretty sure he was. Yeah,
he
was talking about Patrick Mahomes going to be a bad man. Like you saw him play one game, and that was at the end of the season against Denver's backups. They don't even. But
and Ocho Cinco pointed it out to him. Why is he not in New England? Why would they? Because Tom Brady didn't appreciate a guy of that caliber standing behind him, ready to take his job. And that's the gospel truth. And the
Think
owner
about it
said,
this way.
fine, we'll get rid of him.
Think about it this way, man. Tom Brady would always show up for, I think it was OTAs or something. He didn't show up when Jimmy G left.
See?
He's like, I got nothing to worry about now.
There it is. There's the gospel truth again.
And you know what? Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless were arguing about where the Patriots would be if they had Jimmy Garoppolo instead of Tom Brady. Shannon Sharp said they'd be in the exact same spot.
Yep.
And then
no
Skip
doubt
Bayless
about
was
it.
like, you know what Skip said?
What?
He goes, I don't even know if they would have made the playoffs.
Man,
somebody else smacked that man upside his head.
Because, you got the same offensive coordinator when calling the same plays. You got Belichick killing people on defense. You know, when our team becomes complete with Kyle, it's going to be the same story. You give Kyle Shanahan a defense. You give him all he needs on offense. He's going to annihilate teams. There's no doubt about it.
Guess what? Here's the thing. And I love what George Kittle said about Jimmy G. You know Jimmy G's running?
Tyler?
Yeah, Jimmy G's been running. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah. No, I knew about that. I read that today, actually. Running and throwing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle said, yeah, I was stalking him. I was looking outside my office window, and he's like, and I even called our trainer. I was like, is he supposed to be moving this much?
I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
What's Jimmy doing? Tell him to stop it. Jimmy! I'd yell out the window, you know? Hey!
He said, I loved it. He's like, I was stalking him.
Just keeping an eye on him. I tell you,
yeah,
I'd be watching as he's walking out. As Jimmy G's going out, and I'd be stalking him there too. I'd be in disguise. If I see him walk in with one hoochie, the first thing I do is undisguise myself. Jimmy, it's me. Listen, I need to talk to you. Can I come out? Could you come outside a minute? You know, who is this and why, Jimmy? Why?
Yeah.
You know,
it's like Jimmy, listen to me, man. You can have your fun for about 2 more years, and then at some point, I'm gonna need you to settle down, man. It's not good for a franchise.
You know?
No, I'm just kidding.
You know, no, really.
Kidding.
You know, you're my 100 and how many million do we pay? 30-something million, Jimmy. You got.
We don't need you getting STDs and not able to play.
Right. Well,
right?
Yeah, and not only that, I need for you to be responsible. She's going to pretend next week you're going to be talking about my baby's mama. I don't need this, Jimmy. I don't. Look at this. What do you think she's going to do to you? Really? You're a rich guy now, and girls are looking to take advantage of you. Coach, are you serious? Yeah, I'm serious. Stop. All right, listen. Get in the car. I'll go take care of your date, and I'll be right back. You know, I would too. Man, Jimmy doesn't know what he's doing. He needs. He's a sharp kid, but I think about life, Jimmy may have some questions that need answering. Oh,
I don't know. I mean, here's. Oh yeah, I got a couple more things for you, then I'll get out of here. But
real quick.
Did you? Okay, so we'll have to see what he does this offseason. We'll see if you get any more clips of him around with girls or not. I don't think we will, but we might.
He'll hide.
Because, TMZ's all over him all the time. So, and also, my plan for this offseason to make us really dangerous, barring any significant injuries again, I'm going out and I'm throwing a bunch of money at C.J. Mosley and Anthony Barr. So we'll have Fred Warner, C.J. Mosley, and Anthony Barr. That's going to be disgusting. And then we also got Richard Sherman already. And we could also bring in Earl. So you got Earl, Marcel Harris, and that would make the defense disgusting, honestly. We draft Bosa or Josh, not Josh Allen. We draft Bosa instead because we get that another edge rusher. So think about how nasty the defense would be paired with that offense.
It makes you want to foam at the mouth. I love it. Tyler, hey, let me see you after the game.
I think that's what they might do.
Well, they're going to make a shot at C.J. Mosley for sure. You already know that. I mean, that's one of the guys.
If they don't get one of those guys, if they don't get Mosley or Barr, like if they get one but not the other, they might go and sign Brandon Graham. So we got some moves we can make, man.
Yeah, there's moves to be made for sure. Those teams. The
we
problem is everybody. The speculation is those guys are not going to leave their teams. But if they do get an edge, okay, there we are.
Yeah, we went from 25th ranked defense to 13th. Give Salah a chance. Like, if we add those guys, oh my God. Give him a chance. And also, get one more corner, maybe. I don't know who that would be.
Yeah.
But we need to get better. I'm not liking
There's a guy over in Philadelphia. What's his name?
Darby?
Darby. Yeah, Darby's available.
He could play. He could play. He's pretty good.
Definitely could play. His percentages of off the hook. I don't see the Eagles being that stupid, though. But, hey, Tyler, we'll see you Sunday, huh?
Yep, and we can't blow all that cap space, but, those guys, they can make this team a lot better. I don't know what they'd be interested in, but it'd be great.
They'll be making moves. All right, Tyler. After the game, celebration time. Because, Tyler, how cold is it where you are? Huh?
We actually the other day we got out of school because it got down to -3.
Only -3 because I was hearing some wild temperatures.
No, I'm like 5 hours away from Chicago.
Oh, okay.
So I mean,
that's still
they were getting really low, and then people were trying to blame the president for the weather. I'm like, oh my God, grow up. But anyway,
let's not get into that. But let's Tyler, I'll see you Sunday, okay?
Yep, definitely.
All right. Yeah, we're waiting for the pipe bomb.
Forever faithful, Niner Empire, Niner for life. I'm still in the trend. Pipe bomb.
He's added something to it. And Coach says, how you doing? All right, we can speculate all we want to about the draft, but free agency comes first, and that's the determining factor in what the 49ers do in the draft. And who do we sign? Absolutely. And that's the case every year almost. In fact, wouldn't it be nice if we could just draft at the best player available instead of drafting for need? I don't want to see that this year either. But they still need another tackle. Joe's not going to last a whole lot longer. Daniel Goheen says, I get nervous about all the talk about people saying we should maybe travel Nick Bosa because they're still going up on potential there, and we don't know. I don't know what his injury status is. Yeah, Nick is he'll be at the combine, so we'll see. You'll see what he looks like there. And he said he'd be at the combine. Ecliptic 215. Thanks, fam. Derek Dawson says Bosa, player in a conference with better offensive line play. Ooh. See, those are determining factors too. Dabo says, hey, yo, Ronbo. What up, Dabo? And Kodak Sniper Gang, we are getting Bosa at number 2. Smith says, Nick Bosa or Josh Allen, it's all good. That's you're not going to be in bad shape with either one, but which one do you want the most is probably what it comes down to. Taryn Moore says, could you imagine this D lineup? Joseph Martinez says, middle linebacker Niners need. Yeah, they're going to be looking for. You know what? They might have to get one in the first round, but there may be another. Look where we got Fred Warner from. I mean, Fred Warner came out of the 3rd round. Yeah. And Nighthawk.
Hey, what's up, Rambo? What's going on?
Hey, Nighthawk, man. We sitting up here, man. We're sitting here thinking like, well, Joey Bosa, boy, I'll never stop calling that. Nicky Bosa says he'd love to be a 49er, says that team is a lot better than people give them credit for. The only reason why they're picking up so high in this draft is because they lost their starting quarterback. He'd love to play for the 49ers.
You know
feel
what?
lucky.
I like Josh Allen.
A lot of people do. I'd really love to take a nationwide vote on 49ers, a worldwide vote for that matter, of which do you like, Nick or Josh? Man.
Yeah. But see, Josh, I mean, I'm not going to take Bosa away, but it's like I don't think he got the injury problem. That's it.
You know what? Injuries, maybe. That's always a lucky thing. Some guys are more prone to getting injured than others. But Nick could come in the league and not get hurt for 3 or 4 years. Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard call. And then you look at maybe next year, Kwaski T doesn't break something. Jimmy Ward, I wish I knew what they was going to do with Jimmy Ward. I have no idea. We do know we don't need Malcolm Swift. We already got rid of Earl Mitchell. Who else is dead weight? We got to save some money wherever we can.
Yeah. Well, you know what? But I'm saying, like I said, I mean, if they pick whoever they get, they get. I mean, I'm just guessing. Well, who knows who they're going to get?
Mm-hmm. Hey, Nighthawk, Matt Maiocco is calling people out now for blaming him for saying that the 49ers were not going to pick up Pierre Garçon. Is Garçon leaving or not? Matt Miyoko said Kyle never said that. And he said, I didn't say it. So stop blaming me. So, I was laughing my ass off. But I don't know. Is Garcon gone?
I don't know, man.
Hard to. If I had to guess, I'd say I think he is. But how come Kyle, they're not saying anything? Of course, the 49ers ain't saying nothing about nothing anyway right now. They're so good.
They're just quiet. Right now, they're not talking about nothing right now.
And they're not supposed to about, as far as AB goes and some other people, but 49ers are good. Because when Trent Baalke was there,
when I go to YouTube, I didn't hear nothing about nobody, no 49ers making move or nothing.
And you're not going to. It's why John Lynch came to San Francisco. He tested Jed out. Remember, he said some things to Jed, was waiting for Jed to get that out in the street, and that's what convinced him. Okay, all right, I'm ready to go to work. Because you know how it used to be when Trent was there. We knew more about what was going on in the front office than anybody in the front office. Before anybody else in the office knew. So
Yeah, but now you don't know nothing.
I know, right? I like it like that. You don't want to put your business in the street because that gives other teams a chance to work you. So,
Yeah. But hopefully we do good in draft. But I do want AB too. So if we don't pick him up, it's okay.
Everybody wants him too. Now Joe Montana. Ocho Cinco says bring him. I mean, you already know about Jerry and also T.O. And don't tell him who else. Who else is? I guess Steve Young will be talking about, yeah, what are you talking about? Of course you bring AB.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, everybody's on the
AB. The Rams shit, all that money to spend, I hope it's going to be, if they lose that Super Bowl, it'll be waste of money.
Oh, it'll be so pretty. Came in there ready didn't know what they was doing. But you know what? I got to give the Rams credit for one thing. They went ahead and they put themselves in position to do so in a very strange fashion. But
I'm going to tell you this.
Super
Bowl, I hope Tom Brady beat the fuck out of them.
Thank you, amen, me and you both. But the thing was, for all those people who think the Rams did the right thing, I applaud them, okay? Mission accomplished. Now, if you get your ass whooped, then we can say, okay, see, that's why you don't do that. Now the window is closed because every team that loses the Super Bowl the following year, except for Patriots, but every team that seems to lose a Super Bowl, the next year they look like ass. Look at the Falcons ain't been right since that Super Bowl game. Right?
No, because money talks. Money talks.
Yeah,
because they want more money. And then they're going to say, oh, you're not going to give it, I'm gone.
Yep. Your frontline guys, I mean, the guy that can sue is probably gone. I don't know how many years Talib signed a contract for, but it doesn't matter. Talib is worn out anyway and pretty much on his last legs. If I'm the Rams, also, I think about getting rid of Peters. Marcus Peters is a head case. And for what he brings to the table, ain't worth it.
I hope Tom Brady scored 40 points against their asses.
God, everybody does. So we could party like hell all game long.
I hope the Rams score shit. I hope they score nothing.
You know how the Chiefs did? The Chiefs didn't see no goal, not even a field goal in the first half. So I say, if the Patriots can do that to the Chiefs, they sure as hell can do it against the Rams.
Like I said, if he gets 5, it's okay.
Yeah.
As long as he kicks the Rams candy asses.
I'll see you after the game, huh?
Yeah. Before I go, I want to give a shout out to Bashar, Sheik,
and
the people from Nighthawk Club.
Nighthawk Fam Club, yeah.
Right. And Roberto.
All right, Nighthawk. And I'll see you on Sunday. Let me need to holler out.
Nighthawk is out. Peace.
I love when he does that. He signs off. Oh, look at it. It's a big show. Big Show says, Bosa has seen the IR more of it on his stat sheet than double digit sacks. Let's stop over glorifying him and take a step back. Thought we got rid of Balky. Now, has Bosa been hurt that many times? Huh? I mean, because I've not been watching his career. He was only a sophomore, right? He was a junior this year. Kodak Snapper Garrett says Cardinals are going to trade down with whoever needs Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray probably won't warrant a trade down, but that would be interesting. Which will leave us with Bosa. We straight. Andre Smith, what's up, fam? And Debbie Ryan says I need to give a shout out to Theandra. Loved her one-on-one with you yesterday. Thanks, Debbie and Theandra. Boy, I tell you, I told you everybody's going to love you. And believe it or not, she was actually nervous. Did she seem like she was nervous? I don't think so. That's why I can't wait to get her back to see what she is when she's relaxed. She'll be used to it by then. Taryn Morris says Buckner, Bosa, DJ Jones, Solomon T, Julian Taylor, Street. All these guys can be guys that can get the quarterback, and Thomas being the weak link. Why are you going to do Thomas? Solomon T is going to come around next year. He said, but he can still show back to his college form. Civic Sporting Jackson says, Theaters Niners shout out is impressive. And Michael Long says, or trade down to 10 with the Broncos and grab White. What would the Broncos give up? Ooh, if we threw Nick Bosa, never mind. I mean, Nick Mullins. But you know what? I got to keep Nick. I really do. I'm gonna be, boy. Don't get rid of Nick. Coach says I have several scenarios I'm working on, and all could be likely. I think after 2 seasons now, I have a feel for how Lynch and company think when it comes to free agency and the draft. Now I know, right? A lot of us. But last year, Coach, that was a complete curve. I'm still shocked. I'm delighted but shocked. Big Homer in them. Must be in Niners, maybe? Anyway. He says we need Quinnen. You know it, and I know it. I've heard you say it before. He's a safe pick, and you know it. Imagine Defoe next to Quinnen. I do like that. You know, if I had it my way, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'd get Quinnen Nelson. I'd get Quinnen Williams, put him next to DeForest Buckner. I'd still put Bosa on the outside. I'd put them both on the team at the same time. From a big end, maybe I might put Bosa on the big end and switch him and back and forth because I'd have Josh Allen on the other side. I'd put Josh. I say, Josh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put you wherever you're comfortable. If you like the Sam, I'm going to let you stay there all day if you want. If you like the edge, that's yours too. Whatever you want to do. I got the other guys designated, but you're special. You do what you want to do. You're going to be my J.J. Watt. Anywhere in that line you want to play, you tell whoever's there to move out of your way, and you got it. Hey, Dre!
Hey, man, what's going on, my guy, Ronbo, man? What's happening with it, man?
Oh, Dre, man. You know, the thing is going crazy, Dre, because you know we got 2 years with the same coach and the same everything. Dre, something's going to happen this year, and ain't going to be nothing nice for the rest of the NFL. They know it.
No, it's really not.
And they talking to
it's
Kyle
really
down
not.
on Radio Row like crazy. Everybody know, man. Everybody knows this is it.
Yeah.
We ready. We coming.
Yeah, I mean, I first want to start off on, you know what I'm saying? I'm a West Coast dude, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Inglewood, California, homie.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I'm not right, man. Look, you know, Marcus Peters is from Oakland. You know what I mean? He from the trenches, man. Todd Gurley, he from Atlanta, man. He from the trenches. Aqib Talib, you already know he about that action. You know what I'm saying? So I'm rocking with the Rams. I mean, I'm not rocking with Tom the Great White. You know what? Hope. I'm not with that shit, man. Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you like this. This gonna end the discussion right here. Joe Montana. I was watching some old film with Jerry Rice and Joe. You know, John Taylor, all of them boys. I was watching film and John Taylor and Jerry Rice on a few plays was getting rolled, just hands pushed, elbowed all the way down the field. And I said, why ain't they throwing the flag? And I said, oh, I forgot. It was legal to do that shit back then. It was legal. So if you got Joe Montana throwing for 4,000 yards back then, oh man, just think he'd throw for 6,000 or 7,000.
And how much you think?
You know what I mean? So
how much you think Rice and the boys would have did without all that?
Well, man, no bump and run. Are you serious? You can bump and run 10 to 15 yards all the way down the season, all the way down the field. And then there wasn't no tug rule, you know. And then we gotta realize that, you know, one of the greatest quarterbacks ever, Steve Young, he was knocked out of his career by Aeneas Williams with that last hit. Aeneas Williams didn't even get fined, man. So I'm tired of hearing this Tom Brady shit, man. I'm tired that he is the greatest created quarterback by this media press in the NFL ever. He's the most protected, and I mean, you seen what happened with the last game. I mean, the dude got touched on this motherfucker's shoulder, and they threw a flag, man. That shit wasn't happening back in the day.
Joe was probably going nuts watching that. Joe Montana.
Oh my God! Yeah, oh my God! You know how many times, man? There just isn't no comparison, bro. It's a different era. It's a different age. You know what I mean? And it's just no comparison. And to be honest, Tom Brady is not even the best player in the game. If you want to know who's the best player that's in the game by far, and this was said by NFL analysts, if you look at it by Sean Merriman, and Shannon Sharp the other day, the best player in this game by far is Aaron Donald. When you gotta capitalize on this dude and spend 2 to 3 linemen on this guy every damn play so he doesn't get back there and terrorize your quarterback, it's a problem. So I'm telling you like this, man. Tom Brady has not been sacked the whole playoffs. When them boys, hey man, when the Littleton, he might not be that good in coverage, but when it comes on to the blitz, when you got Littleton, and then you got Sue who been putting in work. He also from Portland, so I'm riding with him. Went to Grand High School, and then you got Aaron Donald. You know what I'm saying? Knocking heads. I'm telling you, bro. I don't understand why we got all this. Belichick had 2 weeks to prepare. Ain't nobody give a fuck about Belichick, man. Don't nobody care about no motherfucking Belichick. Bro, I'm going with the dogs and the Hawks.
See, that's I just can't. You know what? Every time I talk to a Rams fan, I'm like I gotta carry a fire extinguisher with me, because now they're talking major poo-poo. I can't stand it. This is when you know what I wasn't even thinking about the Rams.
But then again, but you know what though?
The Hawks did the same thing to me. I say, you know what? Y'all got to get an ass whooping, please. So, you know,
hey, bro, but you know what? If we was in the Super Bowl, how many Rams fans do you think they'd be riding with us?
You think so?
They wouldn't be riding with hey man, this is Tom the created quarterback. Man, look, bro. People is getting tired of seeing this dude who get these great mystical calls going all the way back to the Oakland Raiders with the tuck rule and all of this whole shit. Man, people getting sick of seeing that deflate gate. This gate, that gate. How many more gates you got?
It's like Trey says, though, it ain't even about the Patriots. It's about the Rams. See, the Rams, if they win a Super Bowl, we ain't never going to hit the end of it. Every time you see Rams, we're nice, man. Y'all still trying to get in our club? Because, you know, we the champs.
But they only got 1 Super Bowl, bro. They got like 3 or 4 more to go.
I know.
They got like 3 or 4 more to go.
But you know, just like the Hawks.
It don't even add up.
Just like the Hawks. The Hawks would not hush. They won that Super Bowl. It was hell ever since. That following year, Brady again, when not Brady, but the Patriots took the Hawks out in that Super Bowl. Boy, I tell you what, I ain't lying, but I tell you, whoa, man. That just
you know, I mean, when you play in the AFC least and you got the Bills and the Dolphins and I mean it's amazing. I mean,
too, though. I agree with that.
Oh my gosh, it's if you look at the NFL, all of the conferences, the AFC least is the only conference that has not had a team added or taken away from it in I don't know how long. If you look at all of the other conferences, NFC West, NFC, whatever you want to look at, man, every conference has been shooken up. Whether it's been with the Houston Texans or this and that, man. It's just he has the easiest. They have the easiest route every year. They got. I mean, if we play,
you know what? They still got to get through the playoffs. They somehow managed.
Yeah, I mean, they still got to get through they got to get through the playoffs, man. But you know, I'm just over the Tom Brady hype, bro. Take Tom Brady and put his ass in the AFC West, where you got them, where where we had to play against the Legion of Boom. You know what I'm saying? Or put his ass over there where they got the Ravens and the Steelers and the Bengals and all of them boys in one division and see what the fuck. You know, man, they making me step outside of my character. Lord, help me, please. I need to stop all this cussing. I need to stop. I'm just real passionate about. I'm real passionate about this this football thing, man. And I'm a true diehard 49er fan, and I'm also a true fan of real football.
Dre, I hope you forgive those of us who celebrate this Sunday if the Rams go home looking like somebody peed on them. Because, see, I can't stand them, Dre. I can't stand them. They just really bother me. So
yeah, man. I feel you on that one, man. And they are in the NFC West, but like I said, though, I'm a California native. You know what I'm saying? And then Dominican Sue is from Grant. You know what I mean? I played for Whitaker. If anybody know about Portland, I played for Whitaker C2, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. And then Dominican Sue, he played for Grant C2. You know what I'm saying? 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. And I'm just rocking with the hometown boy. I'm rocking with Todd Gurley. I'm rocking with Marcus Peters, and I'm rocking with the guys, man. That I can relate to.
It's understandable too.
You know,
Dre, how's your cousin doing? I just realized I haven't talked to him in a long time.
Man, he's doing pretty good, man. He actually you talking about Willie, right?
I think that's who I did the show with.
Yeah, Willie. Bro, to be honest, man, he does this.
That's your brother. No, wait,
that's my brother. Yeah, that's my brother. He actually, he trains professional athletes, and he actually just trained Terrence Newman like 2 years ago, and then he got a contract to train Dez, which unfortunately he ended up getting injured. And then three of his guys that he was training that was in high school, they came back to train with him in the summer, and he got 3 guys into the draft, man, last year. So he's been kind of missing in action because he's getting his business off the ground. So
tell him give me a ring when you get a chance. All right, Dre.
Yeah, bro, I will do that.
Sunday, fam. All right.
Yes, sir, bro. All right.
All right, Dre.
Peace.
Yeah. All right, well, let's see you go. And Dre's perspective, I understand that, because he's close with all these guys. But I can't help it. I got to. Hey, Farley Weapon says no sign, Greedy Williams. Boy, it would be nice. Or Greedy. Somebody said Greedy. You always got somebody that says somebody ain't no good. Somebody said Greedy Williams ain't all that either. But I saw his film. He looked like all that to me, though. Renee Cruz says Niners. Mark Scott for that. You know, Mark. It's a long story how I started liking the Lakers. It's too long to go around, but trust me, you would understand why I'm a Laker fan and a Dodger fan, I must say, and that's another story too. Anyway, Jim Thorogood says, "What's your Super Bowl food of choice, and will we have it in your house?" Super Bowl food of choice, because I used to be a nacho fiend. I used to be the man. If you put a plate of nachos in front of me, if you just covered the entire table with nachos, I'd be like watching people around the table trying to out-eat them, because I go nuts. There's something about that cheese melted over the chips and the guacamole, and it gets really quick. Anyway, that would be it. Hey, Daniel Goheen says, I think we have another tight end. You can do more than a receiver. You can run over guys, use them as blocking extra linemen, more versatility and better. Yeah. Another tight end. Yeah. I tell you what, though. Did you notice in the first game how good Selleck looked? I watched that game last night. I was watching that game, the Detroit Lions against the 49ers. Selleck scored in that game. Did you see it? They complement each other in a way that I'm not sure. They'll figure that one out, though. But I don't want to get rid of Selleck just yet. And Tongan Man, what's up? Tyler Ledbetter says, all everyone does is talk shit when James is on, and now you want to hear him. You guys, you know what? Hulk is right, man. That needs to stop. Coach says, going to free agency, let's see, Golden going to free agency. They will definitely be drafting an edge, I think. Oh, you think they're gonna let Golden go, huh? Marcus Golden? If he does, I don't know. The 49ers should maybe check that out. Because Golden, he hurt his leg. I mean, hurt his knee. I don't know how he's doing now, but that dude. Paul Salvi says, well, either way, we will have to face Bosa. I don't see. That's another thing I don't want to face. Bosa or Williams or Allen twice a year for 10 years. You know, which one do you not want to be bothered with for whatever length of time? Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Paul pointing it out. Daniel Andre, but I don't know, Big Mike and Joe can handle either one of them for now. Daniel Andre says, good job, Trez. Dion can bleep on his first Super Bowl ring. Hey, Trez should have said, Dion, I ain't too tired. You ought to bring that ring back. Show no good talking ass. Easy the Third says, I'd rather take Nick Bosa. Yeah, it's a split group, you know. Let me do it. It's time for the ride. So I do my Niners for the ride.
What's going on, Ronbo?
All right. But Rod, it's been funny. Had you been on that escalator when Dion was rolling down, and Trez was on the other side, and that man behind Trez, hey, 49er fan, ain't that Dion over there? Because everybody know how Dion be mean-mouthed to the 49ers. It's a wonder a bunch of other 49er fans didn't pile in on that. It would have looked bad because, you know, Dion does deserve a little respect, but not all that respect. Because he ain't respected the 49ers none, so, you know. But Rod, what's on your mind tonight?
Well, first of all, I'm going to just say, man, this has been a hell of a show today. Yeah. So I've been listening to a lot of the comments, man. These 49er fans, boy, the Empire, they on fire, man.
Hey.
All of us on fire. I think we already starting to have that pre-draft enthusiasm that most get when they team not in the Super Bowl, you know.
Mm-hmm. Damn, ready.
But
swag is coming up too.
I'm ready to. Oh yeah, man. I tell you what, man. I'm ready to throw some caution to the wind to the Niner base today, man.
Yeah, go right ahead.
I think we all know Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch. They've been in San Francisco. These guys have been playing chess. They ain't been playing checkers.
Right,
you made the statement. You made the statement earlier, Ronbo, and we don't know nothing that's going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're keeping everything like your boy said on Rush Hour. They're keeping the G4 classified.
Mm-hmm.
They're not telling anybody anything they're doing. But has anybody considered the possibility? What if they do is like they did us last year? They go and get a great player in McGlinchey. But who in the hell had McGlinchey on their boards? You know?
Some people started
think about this too.
And said they did, but they did. Nobody's seen
Who's to say that the 49ers won't go ahead and make Joe Staley's replacement, the guy that's basically responsible for protecting Jimmy Garoppolo's blind side? Who's to say they won't do that again?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe go after Jonah Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's a part of me that's thinking that we're gonna get what we want this year. And one of the things that we've been wanting probably since Jim Harbaugh left San Francisco is an aggressive free agency. I think we're gonna get us two stars, man, in free agency. I feel like the guys already know. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because okay, we got a good pick as far as being able to grab tier 1 talent. So why not go ahead and back that up before it even happens by getting 2 studs in free agency? Who's to say, man, this might be the year they even, look, I know we all hope that they don't, but this might be the year that they decide, okay, we're going to break the bank this year because we like what we see in free agency. Plus, we like the draft pool. Who's to say?
There's no way. Kyle is quoted saying today that I still want to build this team the right way. See, Rod, I don't know when they say that. What do they mean? You know, you're talking about building it for longevity. You're building it from character. The most effective for your system. I mean, maybe it includes all that stuff. You know, when they say that.
Well, I think the term brick by brick kind of says it. It might. I mean, honestly, because you think about it, you know, Ronbo. Okay, I brought the point up to you before. I read in articles how John Lynch basically talked about his approach with the way he was bringing the talent to the San Francisco 49ers. And you think about in the last few drafts, everybody has come from a different position. Okay, Solomon Thomas was the line. Reuben Foster was supposedly the linebacker. Killer Witherspoon was the DB. I mean, they basically picking what it seems like the skill positions is the only thing that they haven't really attacked, but everything else, like, you know what I'm saying, the positions that I just named are positions of
it's a foundation
basically where people
of the team. Yeah, the trenches. And you're right. And everybody knows that's how you build a team because you ain't going nowhere if you ain't got a defensive line.
Now, that was just the defensive side.
Yeah,
and think about it now. That was just the defensive side. I hadn't even gone to the offensive side yet. Okay, we got Jim. Well, yeah, okay. McGlinchey was the latest one. But before McGlinchey got there, he bought the receivers Garcon and Marquise Goodwin in, which, you know, when he was healthy, Garcon was a valuable asset.
Yep.
Marquise Goodwin was the one that ended up being the spring flower that no one expected to be. But that's the receiving core. You know, so they bought Jimmy Garoppolo as far as the trade. Yeah. And then the past off season we went out to Jared McKinnon. So it's like they're hitting. I guess on the offensive side, they're called your twins, like the Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin. It's like they hit all of those positions in the same spot as they did defensively. So, you know, it's like I said before, man, it's interesting that they have the second overall pick because I remember when John Lynch first got to San Francisco, he talked about being very interested in drafting. I mean, not drafting, but trading down. You know what I'm saying? That was the Solomon Thomas year.
And let us know, too. They never do that. He let us know right from jump.
Exactly.
He didn't say that yet, though. Not this year he hasn't. Maybe he's going to wait, but he ain't said nothing yet. So, well, Rod.
And who's to say that he won't turn that number 2 pick into a bunch of draft picks, man? Because, I mean, we all, you know.
If he gets the right offer, John is gone. I can tell you, you know what? If what we know about John Lynch right now, if he gets too fat an offer, he is gone from number 2. Because he feels like the people he's got out there, Mayhew, Peters, you know, they'll bring something back. If he's in the 3rd or 4th round, I'll never get over Fred Warner, Dante Pettis in the 2nd. You know, these guys are going to be seriously tough in the future. So. Gotta trust it. Won't like it, but gotta trust it for now. So,
yeah.
All right, Rod. And I'm tell you what, man. I also want to thank you. Also, another one who's helped me with Lance Zierlein, who continues to try to give us Rashawn Gary. I wish people would stop talking about Rashawn Gary. You know what? I figured this is gonna go on another couple of weeks, and they'll probably stop after that. Boy,
man, ain't nobody. I'm not even entertaining that shit. You know we ain't gonna be stupid.
God.
It won't happen. I mean, if we did go after him, it wouldn't be with the 2nd pick.
Thank you. I mean, if you go for Rashawn Gary, if he's around in the 2nd round, maybe think about it. But if there's, man.
Yeah.
All right, Rod. I'm looking for you after the game so we can celebrate. I don't know. Which are you for the Rams, Rod, or which one?
Man, I could give a fuck less who win this game. I could care less.
Niner.
Okay, that's it. If your name ain't 49ers, fuck you.
Then it will. Yeah, that's right. All right, Rod. I'll see you after the
Send me
game.
home,
We'll talk
doctor.
49er football afterward, though. All right, you got it.
All right.
Rod.
All right, Ronbo. Shout out to the Empire, baby.
Thanks, man. All right, Rod. Oh, man. And, ain't Satch Montgomery. Satch's little girl's name. Satch! Says Prime gonna ask Trez for his autograph. That'd be funny if Trez gets you working Prime. Prime! Hey, don't get mad, man. Give me your autograph. Rod Manhammer. This is no more Raw, no more projects. No more Raw, no more projects. We need impact players now. And they're gonna get some. And also, you gotta remember, some of the guys that were Raw when we first got them, I really do. And remind me of this next year. I really do think Ahkello Witherspoon is going to come around next year because he was starting to find it at the end. Everybody doesn't agree with that, but I still think he was starting to get better. Big homie in it. He says, no, we need Quinnen next to Defo. Quinnen is the number one defensive player according to PFF. If we get those big guys together and then get some experienced edge rushers in the draft, we win. You know, Rod, who just left here, Rod was saying the same thing on Twitter. In fact, Quinnen may be better on the run than Buck. That means you get Quinnen and you let Eric Armstead, that $9 million, say goodbye. I know, right? Rumble, you could talk about your boy Eric. No, I'm just saying, because we already got him at Contavious. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with Eric anyway. Ron Amalos, he says, do you ever go out on a Friday night? Even after I get through here. You see, some people don't party till later on. Pizza place stays open till 11:30. And Coach says, no Sweat isn't the best edge rusher. Not even going to be a top 10 or 15 in this draft. And look how he is mocking 20 or later at best. You know what? Sweat did concern me being handled in the Senior Bowl. And that offensive lineman is not nearly as good as what he's going to run up against in the NFL. But I suspect Sweat, he's got all the raw material. He's got a lot of energy, too. Roberto!
Hey, Ronbo! Hold up. Hey, Ronbo!
Yo!
Hold up. Wait a minute. Put some Ronbo in it.
Roberto, your microphone again. I can't hear you, but I can pick you up. I heard you say put some Ronbo in it. It was red and gold, as Trez always says. It was Ronbo in it.
Hear me?
I hear you better now.
Oh, I said, hold up. Wait a minute. Put some Ronbo in it. Hell yeah, baby.
Hey, Roberto, I know what you do. Your microphone, keep it right next to your mouth. Roberto!
What's up, Ronbo?
Yeah, Roberto, it seems Nick Bosa can't wait to get to San Francisco. He's looking forward to it if the 49ers could get past the Cardinals. And,
yeah. Oh, yeah, he would like to be a 49. Yeah. Yeah, I heard about that.
And it seems that Kyle Shanahan's going to be watching the Super Bowl really closely, watching how the master takes apart the Rams piece by piece, Bill Belichick. So next year, when we play the Rams, we'll say, Rams, come on in here. Y'all think you got it made, don't you? Go beat that ass.
Oh, yeah.
Horns and all.
Shanahan is in Atlanta right now. He's right now in Atlanta.
Yep.
He's gonna he's gonna bring Julio Jones to the Bay. He's gonna bring Julio Jones on the way back.
But why might as well? He's in Atlanta.
Yeah,
I don't know if
yeah,
where's Julio though?
Shanahan. Yeah, coach.
Is he living in
Yeah,
Atlanta?
coach. Coach, you like, hey Julio, get your shit ready. You fly with me.
Even if there's a time up, put him in a plane. He's coming back to San
Yeah,
Francisco.
yeah, and we're gonna get AB too. So you and AB uh, are gonna have fun with Jimmy G, baby.
Can you
with
imagine?
that, woo,
Can you
with
imagine
that ball. You
AB
got
and Julio on the
that
same
that
side?
that that beautiful that ball is gonna fly really nice to AB and Julio Jones.
You know, you remind me of Roberto with that because that's what George Kittle says. He said Jimmy throws one of the prettiest passes. He says you don't have to
Oh,
jump or anything else. All you have to do is just pick that thing out of the air and keep right on chugging. See, that's what people don't understand
oh,
between Jimmy G and your everyday regular quarterback. G, when he's right, puts that ball right where it needs to be.
oh yeah. Oh, and you know what we need we need uh Earl Thomas. You know, hey, hey Sherman, bring Earl Thomas, okay? Bring them over. You can imagine it's gonna be AB, Julio Jones, and Earl Thomas, baby. Oh yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Oh
It would be, but that's a good combination. Yeah, you know what
boy.
though?
Hey,
What?
and you know what's a good combination? Imagine right here. Imagine Earl Thomas and Marcel Harris. Woo! Watch out on that one. Uh,
Oh, that's a nice
imagine,
safety combination, actually.
yeah. Uh,
Richard
Marcel
Sherman?
Harris, Marcel Harris and Earl Thomas, or Earl Thomas and Sherman. Man, watch out. That secondary is gonna
Tell you.
be deadly.
It's gonna be
Woo!
dead. It's gonna be deadly anyway, Roberto. They're getting ready. It's third year in this defense. They'll be ready. Roberto, I'm gonna go. And Roberto, I'm gonna see you after the Super Bowl. After we can laugh at Rudy after the Rams get
Oh
that
yeah.
butt beat.
Hey, Rumble.
Yeah,
Hey, Rumble.
yeah.
Hey, you saw about that donut place that they put Rams with the Rams on the donut in in Inglewood or at the donut place, and everybody's buying their gear. Now all these bandwagon ass Rams
Oh,
came
yeah.
on me from nowhere. They're flying, they're flying, they're flying to Atlanta. They're flying everywhere. They're flying. All I hear is nice fans or flying to Atlanta.
Roberto, the nice thing is this is the last. This is most likely the last year they're gonna be able a chance to do that for a long time. So just let
Oh
them have
yeah.
their fun. Roberto, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna see you Sunday though. Okay.
Okay.
All
Hey,
right.
Rumble.
Yes.
Hey, you wanna know why? Hold on, stupid ass. You know why
Hurry,
they
Roberto.
call?
We gotta
You know
go.
why they call Billy Chick? Billy Chick, cause he got a belly and he's a chick. He got a belly and he's a chick. I don't think he's a chick and he got a belly
Roberto,
and a belly. All right, Rumble.
that was
Peace
funny,
out.
Roberto. Roberto, I gotta go, man.
All right,
I'll
man.
see you
All
Sunday
right.
after the
Peace
game.
out.
All
See,
right.
see,
Good night,
see you when
Roberto.
the Rams go down. And I can't wait for.
Belichick. That's hilarious. Oh God. Did he I think he did that. He wrote that joke himself. Belichick. He's got a big what? Anyway, hey, let's go to 562 Whittier, California. Isn't that the South? Who is that on my phone?
Ronbo!
Who is this?
Yo, it's my first time calling, Ronbo. I've been listening to your show. I found you on YouTube about I don't know, maybe like a month ago max. My name's Drew from Whittier, and I'm tired of seeing these goddamn Rams jerseys everywhere.
Yeah, you say your name is Drew?
It's Drew.
D-R-E-W, Drew. Hey, Drew.
What's
Drew.
going on, Ronbo? Thanks for having me on the show, man. I really, really love seeing what you're doing and the community in here. And it's fucking awesome that I get to talk about Niners because everywhere I go, it's nothing but that god-awful blue and yellow. And they're stuck up that stand. So it's amazing. Thank
you. The real test is going to be, does that blue stay all over the streets of L.A. After this Sunday? Now, this is the test of those that are counterfeit versus the real Rams fans, because I, quite frankly, understand where these people have been all this time. I'm hearing these reports about Rams fans all over the streets of L.A. and every place outside of L.A. for 100 miles past L.A., and that's a lot of room because L.A. takes up, 1,000 miles? So that's why I'm always like, yeah, all right, Rams fans. You guys have been here the whole time, right? Yeah, okay.
No, that shit's everywhere, but that's not the point because they're gonna get their ass spanked because Tom Brady's gonna bring that lesson in here, and then they're all gonna disappear right until wherever the fuck they came from. But anyways, this is my first time calling, and I love everyone's take on it. It's gonna be a great off season for us, and I am so excited for what's to come. And we have a lot of great things coming to us. I do agree that with our number 2 draft pick, that's gonna the free agency has to come first in order for us to do anything with that. We have tons. So the beautiful thing about this offseason is that we got so many options. We have so many options, and people do not take us seriously at all right now.
I know. They didn't last year or the year before either. That's going to end soon.
But we're coming, and the whole Josh Allen, Nick Bosa, Quentin Williams, we got to let that marinate. And I don't think we're going to mess this draft season up. I think we're going to pick someone depending on our free agency who's going to do the job. And I do believe all of them are going to be able to be a great fit for us. Nick Bosa, yeah, he's a 3-4, but those comments he made today, when someone wants to come play football and when someone sees the Niners the way that he does right now, he gets it. So I'm not really worried about the number 2 draft pick. I hope we don't trade down. I don't see us doing that, but we have tons of options. And I truly believe that any one of those players is going to be a great fit. And it's going to be a really good offseason for us. And AB, I hope it's cool if we get him. If not, our boy Dante Pettis, he's going to be something. He's going to be Kendrick Bourne, those hands. Oh, my God. Jared McKinnon, we on to something, and people better watch out. And all that blue and yellow, that's going to get off the shelves at Target. It's going to get off the shelves at Walmart around here, and I ain't going to see that anywhere. It's going to be beautiful.
What though? And what's going to be more fun is, hey, Rams, remember that year when you guys, remember that 2 years. Your first year, you got embarrassed in the playoffs in round 1. And the second year, you guys grew up and got big and strong, and you made it all in the Super Bowl. But unfortunately, that ended also in crashing and burning. And now, it seems your team is not ready for prime time. Because it always happens, Drew. Every time a team goes to the Super Bowl, usually there's a little bit of a letdown. Because it's hard work getting to the Super Bowl, right? So a team sort of the air lets out. The only team that seems to be coming back every year is Bill Belichick. But Belichick has a formula, and I understand how it works. He brings back hungry guys to play in his system. Belichick will lose like 4 or 5 guys this year, right? And he'll bring in a bunch of hungry guys. He brings them in just the right position to keep that team afloat. It's an amazing process to watch. I have to give Belichick credit for that. So
Absolutely. I don't really have any hard feelings towards Belichick or Tom Brady. What they've done is truly amazing. I get why people will be annoyed or hating on them.
Watching them win,
but man, just what they do, I really do have nothing but respect. I bleed red and gold every day, but watching them and like how far along they've come, it's truly amazing. So I have a lot of respect for Brady. But when we see him, that's going to be a different story.
I know, right? But think about what they did to that team. They got rid of last year their best offensive lineman. They got rid of one of their better running backs. They got rid of Brandon Cooks. They got rid of so many people. and they're still contending. What am I talking about contending? They're in poise to win the Super Bowl. How do you do that? But you know what? They only get rid of veterans. You know, they draft
True.
good, and a kid comes up in his third year when he's about to get paid. Guys like Chandler Jones, goodbye. It's like a bird. Now we're gonna throw you from the nest. Go fly, little birdie, fly. That's amazing, and that works for them.
Right.
Got rid of Jimmy G. Got rid of Jimmy G. Whoa, God! But we thank him.
Oh yeah, for sure. Jimmy G, it really sucks what happened to him this year.
Yeah.
This year, if everything had went well, this is supposed to be a year where we really start clicking and finding our flow. There's tons of good competition out there. It would have been nice to see us have a fair shot. I can't really say how far we would have gone, if anything at all. I know we would have had a much, much, much better record than what we did. But the thing I hate about it most is that Jimmy G, he's still, quote, new to our system in a type of way, but he's still young as a player, and he needed this time and this year to solidify and get to know his players, get to know how we move, get in the flow of the system, to go through a whole season with our guys and make these plays, make these highlights, really get in there. Obviously, it's a setback. I see it was terrible seeing him go down. Get out of bounds, Jimmy! No, don't do it! Don't do it! No! Oh no! Get the car off the field. We don't need that. Oh no, Jimmy Sam! No!
I know.
No!
That was a painful day, wasn't it? That was really painful. I still remember that empty feeling I had for like a week. I couldn't believe it. No more G. He's out for the season. And before that, we got to find out about Jerick McKinnon. So
Yeah, terrible, terrible.
But Drew,
we're
gonna have to go. But listen, tell you what, Drew, don't be a stranger, man. You got time this weekend after the game? Come on back, man. We can laugh about the Rams.
No, of course. No, thanks for having me on the first time. I love what you do.
Thanks,
Niner
Drew.
Empire, baby. Let's go. 2019's coming, and I'm only gonna say this once this year. Go Pats.
You'd be the first one to. Oh, you're the first one to say that too. Way to go, Drew. All right, Drew. I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye, Ronbo. Thanks.
Man, Drew coming on like JT. Well, JT would do something like that too. Go Pats. Joe Griffin, what's up? And San Fran Fan 30 says, I hope we can just get Bosa. I low-key hope he screws up all of his interviews with the Cards so they pass on him. Come in chewing gum and dressed inappropriately and chewing gum hard, not answering any questions, and acting like you can't hear or understand. Jeff Tan says, Patriots 31, Rams 34. Jeff Tan, you go over the Rams in this, huh? All right. And Ray Histo says, sup? And Paradosiakos. He says, Panama City, Panama. Say, hey, Panama City, Panama. Paradosiakos. That's got to be it, huh? Am I right on that? What's up, fam? And saying bleep the Rams. Slick says, sup, Rambo? Deandra did the damn thing. She knows her bleep. And Sachs Montgomery says, Niners hired Jimmy's girl, a strength and conditioning coach. How you worked out with her running around the gym? Todd F says, we need to trade Solomon and some team for a second rounder so we can get a good offensive tackle in the second round this draft pick. See, I always wonder, do you think a team would give you a second round pick for Solomon T? Because I didn't tell you, I think if the 49ers thought they could get a second round pick for Solomon T, they would. But it'd be a nice effort, though, Hank Moody says, Not gonna lie, if Bosa's the one to make an immediate impact, bleep it. Let's get him. I want to see our first rounders make some damn plays. Hey, Game Master Gary, what's up? Yeah, that's it. Cesar!
What's up, Rama?
Hey, man, I'm just sitting here wondering what's going to happen next, Nick Bosa likes the 49ers. Kyle Shanahan's going to be taking notes at the Super Bowl. Jack McKinnon has said he's fine. Don't worry about me. I'll be ready. And, oh, by the way, if you didn't know, it was Jimmy G who put George Kittle up to tweeting Antonio Brown. It's pretty funny how that goes. So look out for Jimmy G. He's that guy that stands back and makes all these things happen and then pretends like he didn't know anything about it. But since what's going on with you, man? What are you thinking?
Yeah. Everybody's taking notes. For sure. I'm taking my notes.
Oh, God, yes.
I'm watching everything what's going on. The only thing that I haven't been watching is anything about the Super Bowl. Honestly, this is the first time ever in my life where I've actually refused to watch anything about football, and I love football.
It is annoying.
I've been disappointed especially with the last two games with that Tom Brady penalty, and then especially that other call.
It's so strange.
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about that. The Super Bowl or nothing like that. But
it'll be over soon.
what I did want to, yeah, but it's actually cool, to hear us in the mix for maybe potentially getting Brown. So that's a little exciting about that. I ain't gonna lie. I would love to have him on our team.
Oh, Antonio, yeah.
He is a game changer, Ronbo. A game changer, no doubt.
He's been doing it for years.
I don't really. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I just picture the thought of George Kittle, Antonio Brown, Marquise Goodwin, and Dante Pettis on the field at the same time. There is nothing.
Oh, man.
Nothing a defense can do. Not a thing. There's nothing they can do.
Yeah. Well, what would be your starting defensive line for the 2019? What would be your dream?
My starting defensive line right now, I'd put Nick over on the edge.
Yeah, without the combine.
No, I'm putting Nick on the edge. I think edge rushing in that family just runs. It's just sort of in their DNA. So I'm going to put Nick on the edge. I'm going to put Buckner, of course, right next to him. Now, Nick is raising so much hell. Both of them are going to raise hell, right? So whichever way the offense screws up, the quarterback is going down. I ain't even got to worry about that. See? And now in the middle, I got DJ Jones, who's really super athletic. So if there's going to be any running going on that way, I don't think so. Next to him, I got Solomon Thomas on the big end. I'm going to move him around every now and then, but I'm going to say, Solomon, you are the big end. You are going to set the edge. Anybody come running over here, you let them know I'm Solomon Thomas. Ain't nobody coming through here. See, that would be my line. And then if Solomon has any problems, I put Ronnie Blair over there on the big end because Ronnie Blair don't play. I got Contavious Street. If anything goes wrong in the middle, I got Contavious Street sitting right there ready to tear people down. This man squats 700 pounds, Cesar. Do you know when they get him in shape, NFL shape, and get that grown man strength, I imagine he'll be up to 800 pounds in no time. That's a strong dude. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, that's funny. Hey, man, I totally agree with that line. That's what I want. I remember I'm the one that met Solomon Thomas in Dallas. So
that's right.
I keep him. Yeah. He wasn't that big, man, but I could tell he's a strong guy.
Yeah.
And I wanted to tell him hey, take it easy on the, because you know how they warm up. And I seen some of his warm-ups, and he goes extra hard. So I was like, maybe he's getting tired. He's getting himself tired before the game, or something. Because I don't know, man. Like I said, I met him and I told him, man, I'm a root for you, man. I'm a big supporter now since I met you. So, and all this shit that I've been hearing people talk about him, I'm like, hey, it is right, man. But I'm like, come on, Solomon, come on, man, you know. But I don't know, man. I think after the whole sister incident and after 2 years being in the league, I expect for him to do better things. I'm hoping. But hey, Ronbo, I called you, man, because I got Sirius XM satellite and I listened to um, the NFL channel on 88 and uh, NFL Blitz, Bruce Murray and Braden Quinn and Bruce, the wide receiver for the Rams. Well, anyways, they interviewed Nick Bosa today. And the faithful, you guys should hear the interview with Nick Bosa. And after the interview, he sounds like what you want to hear from a guy that wants to go first, of course. But the thing that stood out for me is after the interview, Bruce Murray, Brady Quinn, and Bruce, the wide receiver for the Rams.
Bruce.
He won the championship with the Rams.
Bruce. Oh, you're not talking about the current Rams. You're talking about
He plays for us.
Yeah, you're not
His last season, he played for us.
I just realized you're not talking about the current Rams. You're talking about an older team. I mean, way back.
Greatest show on turf. Well, anyways,
Yeah,
Bruce, not Torrey Hope, but Bruce, whatever.
Yeah, I know.
Well, anyways, the one thing that stood out for me is they were like, this guy, he's like weird, they're interviewing him in Atlanta in person, and they're like, the thing that stands out to me is like he looks like he's NFL ready, and then they're like, whenever he walked away, one thing that stood out, that guy he's big, he has some shoulders, and he looks like his dad. He looks like a football player. And I was like, man, I don't know, but I kind of want Nick now.
Yeah, it's Nick. It's just sort of you can see the way he moves. This is really not. It's not hard for him. What he does is kind of. It seems like I don't know. Maybe his dad. They were teaching him when he was a little kid. Him and Joey. And maybe they must have grew up being trained on how to come off the edge because they're pretty good at that. I mean, really. Oh. Wait a minute. So this is Bruce Isaac. Wasn't it Isaac Bruce?
Isaac Bruce. There you go. Yeah. Good looking out, fam. Good looking out. Yeah. Well, you guys should hear that interview. It's on Sirius XM satellite. So, I don't know. It'll give you a better insight. Like type of person he is and stuff like that. It sounds like he's a humble person. Oh, and then he's been training and he's been living with his brother Joey. So hey,
Yeah, I know, right?
I think he has I think he has like a better he's more understanding and he knows what it takes to be a NFL player from his brother,
Of course.
So, I don't know.
And his
so
father
either way, just give me a pass rush. Either way, just give me a damn pass rush. I've been asking for it for the past 2 years. Nick Bosa or Allen, I don't give a damn. Just give me a pass rush.
Get his pass
and
rush.
that's all I got to say, Ronbo.
All right, sis. All right. Good stuff, man. I'll see
all
you
right,
after the
Ronbo.
game.
Hell yeah, man.
All right, fam.
You too, man. All right,
Have
man.
a good night.
You too.
Want to read? Oh yeah. And by the way, Chris, I am not. You know what? Now I understand the problem with Solomon. I am not putting Solomon T. You know what though? Okay, on passing downs, I could put him at the T. But otherwise, I try to get him as close on that line as possible. Man. Solomon Thomas is a real problem. You know what I mean? He can't play on the inside all the time because I want a big dude next to DeForest Buckner. This is why I said put him at the big end because I ain't putting him at the Leo. Solomon Thomas is going to be in real trouble this year. if he doesn't really come through looking really dynamic. So anyway, who we got here next? Yeah. Salvador Brimbisca says Pats 33, Rams 28. Yes. And Sakina Cooper, what's up? Toussaint Williams put Solly T at his proper position at defensive tackle instead of edge. Yeah. You know, because if I put him at the big end, he's not bad against the run. And pretty much you just sort of kind of set the edge on the other side. He really does need to be in the inside, though. I know. He ain't playing because I ain't never putting him over the Leos. Never again. And watch him justify that third pick they spit on him. Yeah, maybe. Michael Dawson says, what's up? You see, the problem with Solomon T is, like I said, if I got Sheldon Day or DJ Leonard on the inside, I got DeForest Buckner, I'm going to put like Joey and Nick on the other side. I actually would really prefer, if it was me, I'd probably put Ronnie out there all day. Because Blair, man, Blair's good, man. I said before the draft, why are we picking up Solomon Thomas? We got Ronnie Blair. And sure enough, it's starting to look that way. Michael Dezat, yes, what's up? Samuel Hannibal says 49ers all day, Niner Empire. Downey Montana says 49er hitter with the second pick in the 2019 NFL Draft. The San Francisco 49ers select a long snapper from the University of Ohio. Hey, what am I laughing about? We got to find a long snapper. We picked up some guy at the last minute last year after our guy got thrown out for PEDs. There's a trivia question. Who's the 49ers long snapper? Right now. Is he still with us? Going out to 678 Atlanta, GA. Hello.
Hello?
Yes. And what is your name?
Ronbo. I think you might remember me from the chat. It's Hank Moody.
Hank Moody. Hey, Hank. I do remember your name.
Yeah. I never called in, but this is actually my first time, and I've been watching your show for a while.
Awesome, bro. Glad to hear from you. And Hank.
Yeah, man.
Let me throw the trivia question at you though. Who's our long snapper?
Go ahead.
Do you know?
Ronbo, this kind of shit is really pissing me off, man. Like, come on, PED for a long snap. Like, who else goes through stuff like this? Like, come on.
He's gone.
Like when I remember when I heard it, I said, "Come on, guys! Like the season's. I understand it's not going well, but man, when I tell you, we go through some shit that nobody else goes through.
I mean, how many people have players that are going to jail because of domestic violence? You know,
Ronbo, I was hurt on that, like with Ruben.
Ruben, please, Ruben, can you please? If she's lying, Ruben, then stop hanging around with her. Okay.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like I was like, this is the third time with the same female. Like, come on, man. You're a professional now. You gotta let some stuff go. Come on now.
Hank, that's the problem right there. I'm questioning how professional Ruben really is now.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw the Redskins on our schedule, I said, "Oh boy." All right. Well, yeah. Well, there's no getting away from.
Is Ruben coming after us in that game? Boy, it's gonna be funny.
I don't think he's playing with a vengeance, but I mean, he's going to be showing us what we gave away. I know that for sure.
Hey, well, from what I understand, Ruben. Roger Goodell hasn't made up his mind or not whether he's going to let Ruben, how many games it's going to be. Because let's say if we play the Redskins in the first 3 or 4 or 5 games or whatever, and Ruben's out for like 10 games, which is probably going to happen because Roger's probably say, listen, you know what, Mr. Foster, whether you did it or not, you put yourself in a position to have it happen, and it's the second time. I got Ruben, half the season you'll be out. You're 8 games.
Yeah, and you can see John Lynch and Shanahan were kind of lenient on that. You know, they gave him like 3 strikes. Like, come on, man. After the third time, we were just, you know, if this is going to set a message for the locker room, you know, if we keep this guy around. But it's getting crazy, and I'm not going to lie. Elijah Lee, yeah, we got to do something about that. I really want to go after Anthony Barr. Like that's one free agent.
And
free
C.J.
agent.
Mosley.
Mosley would be great. I mean, I would definitely not be opposed to that because, and honestly, we need we need at least one veteran on that linebacker core because, I mean, Fred Warner, I love the guy, but, he did great his first year, but, there needs to be some sort of veteran leadership out there. Like, I mean, and I know you've been seeing a couple of my chats about getting Greedy Williams. Like, I just need to get Sherman some help out there.
Yeah, he's Greedy would probably. You know what though? I really firmly believe that Akello Witherspoon is going to be fine next year. You know what I think Akello got wrapped up in? I think he was intimidated by the fact that Richard Sherman was playing on the other side of the field. He may have been trying to. He looked better in his rookie year. This is why I say, wait.
I agree on that. Yeah, his rookie year. When do you know where we drafted him? Was he early?
Second. Did we pick
the second round pick? Okay.
I think no, we didn't have a second round pick. So I guess we picked him up in the third round. I think so. Remember, we traded up at the second round pick to get Ruben.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not sure where, but you know that kid we picked up out of Florida State, and actually, I go to Florida State University. I'm a junior over here, so I got about it.
The safety.
Tavares McFadden. McFadden.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we never. I didn't see any gameplay on him. For the whole season. He was kind of. I don't even think they gave him a shot.
No, they let him play toward the end of the season. He played a few games, and you know what? He adjusts quickly. He's learning to play corner. He's a safety, right? He adjusts kind of quickly. He got burnt a couple of times, but for the rest of the game, he was really kind of good.
Yeah, he was great over here, man. I mean, around my freshman and sophomore year, I went to a bunch of FSU games, and honestly, they got some work to do. They got rid of Jimbo.
Yeah.
And man, it's been pretty bad ever since. I really don't know what's going on with their coaching staff, but I mean McFadden. I mean he went undrafted. I was surprised on that, and when we picked him up, I said thank God.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
And
McFadden
it's crazy.
He for a bad show. You know what really killed McFadden? I think coaches might have taken a chance on him, but he came up with one of the worst 40 times. I remember that was the worst thing about him.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
yeah. You're right. Yeah. You're right. Completely. Man, we can't mess up this year's draft, Ronbo. I'm telling you, I have more than enough respect. I'm from Georgia, so I was, I'm always keeping an eye on the Falcons. But I got into pro football like around 2012, and Niners were on top. I actually have a pretty funny story. Somebody told me I look like Kaepernick. And I only watched.
That's when you really started watching the 49ers to see what they were talking about, right?
Yeah, it was like in 2012, right? So I was like, I don't watch pro, and this chick told me she said, check him out, and I looked at him, I said, shit, I kind of do look like the guy, and
you agreed, huh?
Yeah, and the guys were on fire, so I was like, all right, I'm a 49er, and then after the Super Bowl and all, I've been through it with all the BS with what's that? Tom Sula when this man when this man passed gas through the press conference and everything. I said, okay, I can't. If I'm going through
Jimmy
this,
T, though. I mean, Jimmy T was like a real guy. Man. Jimmy T's the kind of dude you walk into the bar, Jimmy, next round's on me. You can sit there and talk smack with this guy for like hours. Jimmy was.
Yeah, I did some research on him. He's a good defensive coach, but definitely not a head coach. In no way.
But
yeah,
I'd like to see him back on the line actually. But we got a good.
I agree on that.
I think
he's doing good. He's doing good over there for the Redskins, I hear. So I definitely wouldn't mind having him back.
Yeah.
Say again?
I understand he wants to leave the Redskins, though.
I mean, honestly, we'll hire him as a defensive coach. He's not getting the head coach job because ever since we picked up Shanahan, man, I've been saying, this guy is going to take us there, and you can see what the Falcons are looking like right now. Not right now. Past 2 years, ever since Shanahan left,
just awful, and
joke.
They made the playoffs last year, and that was 1 year after Shanahan. They still had a little residual juice.
Ronbo, I don't even think they made it last year, did they?
No, they beat the Rams in the first round. That's the only reason why I remember what they did last year because I was delighted.
Gotcha.
The Rams flew into L.A. and beat up the Rams. I mean, the Falcons flew into L.A. and beat up the Rams and left.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah. Okay, now, I do remember that, right. I was, all
And
49ers always are going against the Rams.
And then this year, the Falcons got beat up pretty well all season long.
Yeah,
After
all season, and
they paid Matty Ice. That's got to really make people
right.
mad.
Right when they paid the guy, they started to suck. But you can see how Julio's numbers went down when Shanahan left. Like, man, he's not even the same receiver, I don't think. I mean, he's going to get his yards, but, I mean, he's not getting them easily. I know that.
Yeah, it's the system. And also, what's the name, Sarkisian? He tried to run Shanahan's system, but he's just, you need to be, you can't just bring somebody in there and know what Shanahan does. You've got to be a play caller with skills. And Shanahan knew how to look at a defense and beat it up. And
yeah, no, you can. Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, it's Sarkisian. They're not the same people. So if the Falcons thought that was going to work, I can't believe they did.
Yeah, and honestly, you can see when Shanahan, I mean, the man's a genius. Like, Kittle gets his yards easily. Like, I mean, he's going to be able to run for 5 yards minimum when he gets that ball because, I mean, that's kind of the kind of player he is. Also, I mean, the scheme that's run, I mean, whoever the ball's going to, they're going to be open for at least 2 or 3 seconds before somebody gets to him. And that's amazing.
I mean, it's all about dragging. His thing is, Kyle Shanahan's, it's a whole system is cloak and dagger. I mean, I was watching a play he did against the Lions. It was Dante Pettis cleared out the whole section by running an end around. The play
I know that play.
It wasn't even coming to him. I think the play was set for Kittle, who missed the pass as Jimmy sailed it over his head. And I tell Jimmy gets that under control this year. But Kittle was wide open too, as was Pettis. I didn't think it was as they ran that play backwards for everybody to understand what happened. I says, but why are both of them open like that? And Jimmy G just took the option that there was going to be probably biggest gain. But if he gave that ball to Pettis, and that's why I know Pettis is going to have a breakout year this year. We saw a good receiver last year. We saw a good tight end last year, also in Kittle. Look what we're seeing this year. Players that got stuff.
I'm telling you, Jimmy's a man.
Can't wait.
But I'm telling you that. Did you see that interview on Chad Ochocinco? What he said about AV? Yeah. And man, Stephen A. I'm telling you, he's going to be choking on these words next season. Because man, I love it when he talks about it because he always has something negative to say, and I just can't wait.
But remember,
to prove this bum wrong.
He doesn't want Brown going anywhere because he's a Steelers fan.
Yeah, he's a Steeler. I agree.
We gotta go, Hank. I tell you what, man.
All right, man.
You get a chance after the Super Bowl. We'll be right back to talk more. All right.
Definitely will, Ronbo, man. I'm always watching your stream. Even when I'm watching the game, I'm watching your stream because your reactions are hilarious.
It's too much
Ronbo, I appreciate everything you do, man. And and ever since I started watching you, haven't missed a show yet. So we'll keep doing that.
Hank. That's flattering. Thanks, fam. See you Sunday, though.
All right, man. Have a good one, man. I'll see you
you too.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
All right. Yeah, DJ. Every now and then I get the names all crossed up. DJ Jones. Okay, I'm sorry. DJ Jones. You're so funny because I get DJ Reed screwed up every now and then, too. Okay. So anyway, Robert, DJ Jones. We don't have a DJ Leonard. Also, Tavares McFadden is not Tavares Moore. Actually, Hank, that's how Hank confused me. Who went to Florida? Was that McFadden or Moore? All right. McFadden was cut early in the season and hasn't been on the practice squad since. I thought we picked up McFadden and put him back on the practice squad. Yeah, he came back, San Fran 30. San Fran 30 always thinks he catch me. Go check it. You messed up that time. Ha, ha, ha. He's back on the practice squad. He was off. You're right about that, but he's back. Kevin Steffi, he says, hello, Empire. Hey, hope everyone is having a good Friday. There's never been such thing as a bad Friday. And Richard Ray Archuleta, hello from Seattle. Yosef El Baby says, I'm still riding this. Maybe saying right. I'm still this offseason like a cat. Oh, okay. So I'm still riding this offseason like a Cadillac and starting to coast dipping. So you better too. Kevin Steffi says, I'd keep Armstead one more year, and I'm sure they will. Must be I'm sure they will. The new D line coach is big on rotating a lot of players in and out. Kevin, that's a good point. Since, and I understand that Kasurik is all about rotating a lot in order to keep players in there fresh and kicking butt. So, the problem with Eric is his contract. Now, come March 10th or 11th, I forget which day it is. March 10th or 11th, they got to make a decision on whether or not they're going to keep his, if they're going to keep his contract or not. So we'll see what happens with that. Because I like Armstead. I really do, man. The dude, every now and then he has his moments. Carlos!
Let's get ready to Ronbo.
What's up, Carlos?
Civic Sport Injected FC6.
Hey, that's right. It's Civic. Man, there's so much fun stuff in the news today, man. One of my favorite things of the day, besides Nick Bosa saying, yeah, I feel lucky to be a 49er, is the fact that I didn't know George Kittle was instructed by Jimmy G to go tweet Antonio Brown. I think you should find out whether Joe Staley was involved, too. Carlos, what's going on your phone?
Oh, yeah. It's because I got the other phone listening to what I'm saying right now.
Okay, be careful because you get a feedback. You gotta shut that one off.
Yeah. No, but you really think we're gonna get the John Lynch will sign up Antonio Brown?
I think he'll actually try, but you know what I'm worried? I'm thinking he won't try hard enough. You know what I mean? I wonder if the 49ers really want Antonio Brown, because I'm not sure if Antonio Brown is part of their long committed plan, right? So they don't. They make an offer just to appease the public and everybody that's watching, but they lose out to some other team, right? And then they go. I think they're going to go after Earl Thomas, though. For some reason, I got a feeling they're going to go after Earl Thomas, because that would make sense. Yeah, you know why that makes sense? Because now you increase the effectiveness of Richard Sherman if you get Earl Thomas. That's his man. That's the guy that made Richard famous. So by doing that, you now make the defense, the secondary, even more effective. Keller Witherspoon, I think he's going to come around next year. There will be no serious weakness in the 49ers secondary if you do that.
You think so? You think that would be a big upgrade with Earl Thomas?
Yeah, just because he knows Earl Thomas and Cam Chancellor invented their positions. They didn't. I mean, when I say that, I mean they put their positions on the map. So you pick up Earl Thomas and put him back there playing over a single high safety. There's nobody you could put back there better than him for this scheme, right? There may be people who can compete, but not better. You got Richard Sherman on the other side. Now, all of a sudden, Richard Sherman, Earl used to cover up any mistake and flaw Richard ever made, and he made some too. But you got Earl back there making sure, the human erasers making sure it doesn't matter. Now Rich can gamble and do some things and become bigger ball hawk than he was with us last year. Why? Because Earl is back there, his man at arms. Anything goes back there, Earl's going to eat it up. See what I'm saying? So now you got the next generation of 49ers secondary, they can watch Rich and Earl work, and hopefully they'll learn and pick up and make some gains. 3 years from now, we got a bunch of new kids in there, and they know what they're doing. It would be a long-term plan. If you get Antonio Brown's got to actually come in and learn the offense. Dante Pettis is ahead of him. Marquise Goodwin is ahead of him. Everybody's ahead of him. He's going to come out there because he's a great athlete and a damn good football player, but he's going to be behind the curve for at least the first 4 to 6 weeks. This is why I say it makes sense. Earl Thomas, if you're going to pay big bucks to an older guy, it's probably not going to be an offensive guy, because Kyle Shanahan's going to make his offense work no matter who's in it, as long as everybody he picks up is there. So I could be wrong. I'm just speculating. But what do you think?
I mean, yeah, I would actually think, if they didn't bring Earl Thomas, I really think there would be probably a big boost, to Richard Sherman's game.
Yeah.
You've got those veterans in there.
And they work
together.
Those
guys
forever.
are the veterans.
Yeah.
And they just be working all the the rookies, with what's the number? What's that guy's name?
What position are we talking about?
He was number 38 special, but they changed his number.
He changed his name last
He
year.
mentioned his name.
He's out of Florida. He's from the U. It's Adrian Colbert.
Yeah, Adrian Colbert. Yeah, so he'll be back next year or this year. And so what happened to with he got hurt, right?
Yeah. Well, he got hurt at the end of the year. Yeah. Remember that? I thought it was just a hyperextended knee. I guess it was more, but I think he's gonna be back in time, though. I think he's gonna be okay. I mean, I haven't heard anything about him though. He looked like he was all okay that day that he was walking back to the car with Ruben. No limp or anything. So we'll see.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure what happened to him.
No, yeah, when he went down, remember, I fell all the way back. He hit the ground, and he fell backwards. He was in a kneeling position, and he got folded all the way back. Watching that, I said, oh my God, the knee. Oh my God, I felt that. It says so. When he got up, I knew he was done. I didn't know if he's done for the year. I thought maybe he'd been hyperextended, but at the force that he went back, it's probably some kind of a tear. And sure enough, yeah.
Man, it was sad that we just had the bad luck we had this year, last year. And it was just bad, we had that injury bug and with our team, and just hopefully this works out better this year. I think it should. It shouldn't hit. You think a team ever had the injury bug twice a year?
We already did. We were beat up last year, and we got beat up this year. We got 2017 and 2018.
I think this year was worse.
Yeah, well,
last year.
No, we picked up 20. We had how many guys? We had 20-something guys on the IR in 2017. I think we came pretty close to that this 2018 as well.
Oh, that is twice a year.
And look what we lost. We lost the quarterback. Carlos Hyde played all year last. Carlos made it through the whole season last year, right?
We should just probably kept Carlos Hyde.
No. I do like the. You know what? I didn't know Matt Breida was. Matt Breida was like, apparently he was suppressed behind Carlos Hyde. Matty B was good last year, but this year, what went off in his head? I guess I'm the man now. And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh my, who is that? Is that Matt Breida? I didn't know he had all that. Jesus Christ, look at them moves. Breida was a badass. He doesn't hurt that ankle. He gains 1,000 yards this year easily. Led the league in the first 2 or 3 weeks of the season. Matty B's a bad dude. Then again, the offensive line was starting to get better, as it will, and they're going to be even better next year. That's the way it works with offensive lines. They get better and better the longer time they spend together. See what I did there? They get better and better the longer the time they spend together. Okay, I'm done.
Preach it, Ronbo. Preach it. No, but hey, let me ask you this, Ronbo. Do you actually think that we should start Matty B instead of Jerick McKinnon?
No, they both have different jobs. I'm lining. I got dual backs back there all the time to screw up every defensive coordinator in the league, because you got what you got with Jerick McKinnon. You have several options, and I'm not putting Jerick McKinnon in the backfield all day long. The DC's going to look up and see Jerick McKinnon in the slot. He's going to see Jerick McKinnon on the edge. He's going to see Jerick McKinnon coming on the backfield, catching passes. It's going to be ridiculous. I'm going to get him in space all day. If there's a linebacker there, he's going to be shaken, because if Jerick McKinnon comes his way, there's not a damn thing he can do about it. Jerick McKinnon. There's not a linebacker in the NFL that's going to do a damn thing with Jerick, but get out of the way. And if he gets in space, McCaffrey did it last year. Alvin Kamara's been doing it ever since he got in New Orleans. See, that's what these kind of running backs can do. You put that kind of guy with Kyle Shanahan and Jimmy G, look out. And then you got Matty B doing the workhorse stuff. Oh.
Shoot. Oh, they're going to be running down that whole field,
I got Juice.
Man.
Juice was lined up at whatever position. I got him deep downfield. The D wasn't ready for that. I got George Kittle. Look out! Look out! The league's best is running around. I got Marquise Goodwin running down the field, and the secondary is wondering, what do I do, Coach? What do I do? Get Kirk Marquise, you stupid son. You know, Kyle has assembled this maze of weapons that if you put them together, it's like a special forces unit. This is what I love. What I understand what he's doing now, and it's going to be amazing. Dante Pettis, there's not anybody in the NFL that's going to be able to guard him one-on-one next year. This, I guarantee. This is an ultimate machine that Kyle Shanahan's building offensively. I just can't wait to see it come together. If they add AB or not, if they add AB, it's going to be ridiculous. But if they add AB,
definitely.
Man. Woo, shit.
Yeah, with AB, you know what? I think it would be maybe if they did get AB, I think it would be AB, then Marquise, and then Dante, and then George Kittle maybe in the mix, he'd be either the second or third.
It
with
doesn't
George
matter.
Kittle.
You run plays according to what kind of defense you're working with. If you see if the way Kyle's going to work, if he sees a fish, he's going to deploy whoever can destroy that wimp or that weak link all day long. Hey, you weren't having too much fun, Carlos. We got to go. Carlos.
I know, but we just gotta we just gotta stay humbled and everyone just gotta stay healthy for this year.
That's number one right there.
That's it. You just stay healthy. That's it. And we'll be competing.
I'll tell you. All right, Carlos.
All right, Ronbo.
Look for you Sunday, man.
All right, Ronbo. Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you for accepting my call. And
it's always a pleasure.
you know how James says, Nana Empire, Nana for life. Stay blessed, man.
James, you've got that phrase is going. I love it. Like Carlos. Oh no, there's a guy up here. Rams in Super Bowl, just like Rudy said. Hoyer, lots of laughs. Niners played better with Hoyer. Yeah. Hold on to that. In fact, have faith in it. Next season, if I were you, Rams fan, I'd start praying for the 49ers to bring Hoyer back. See what I mean about Rams fans? They like to say little irritating, stupid statements, try to get to you. See what I'm saying? Beat that shit out of them. 72 Chevelle, man, he says, hey, man, love this platform. Thanks, Chevelle, man. He says, thanks for what you do from all the way up here in Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. Hey, wow. Salute to you, fam. Better days ahead, too. Yeah. And Jeff Tan says, LA Ram fans still have the tags on their jerseys ready to return it. Oh, God. That would, you know what? That would make CNN News. A record number of Rams fans were seen at various outlets turning in their jerseys after the Rams lost the Super Bowl. And the league is taking up the issue, and they're trying to figure out how to address this matter. You Rams, you only get a percentage of your money back, Rams, you bunch of fakes. If you paid $150 for it back, you get $50. God, please make this happen. Salvador says, are you telling me Jimmy G orchestrated the tweet? He did, Sal. George Kittle was on Radio Row, and he was talking to Jim Rome. And he says, I'll tell you the truth. Jimmy actually dared me to approach Antonio. And I says, man, what the heck? I will. And he did. Jimmy G what's funny about Jimmy G, he hasn't said one word. You know how the ISIS or the Taliban or somebody, they take any credit for any bombs or thing to go off. Jimmy G never stepped up and says, yep, I'm responsible for that. That kills me. Jimmy. Hank Mooney said, hey, if we signed Brandon Graham, Nick Bosa, and him got that line locked, the bleep up, and get Sherman a little help with Earl in defensively, just got to go find a linebacker, maybe in the draft, or Mosley. Yeah, Mosley is a possibility because I understand that they may not be able to afford Mosley. It's all about the money, according to Jim Harbaugh. Jim was our guy, right? John's his brother. Anyway, the Harbaugh coach, he says it's all about the money. Certainly, we'd love to have CJ back, but it's going to come down to dollars and cents. So that's what. If they can't afford it, we can afford him. And you know what? That'll be one time the 49ers will not fool around. They will go get Mosley right now. What is Mosley, 26, 27, somewhere in there? Maybe less? I think it's 26, 27, yeah. Jim Thorokill says, they say Brady is always a hold my beer guy. Joe was the original hold my beer guy. Oh, man. I really wish poor Joe could have played in under these conditions and rules. And what if Jerry Rice wasn't running down the field with a dude like, I mean, what if those guys were like phenomenal in their day dealing with what they dealt with? This is why Jerry Rice told Richard Sherman years ago, boy, you don't want none of this. Richard Sherman, maybe last hard. CJ's only 26, yeah. 26 years old. So you definitely shoot every last dollar you can at C.J. Mosley. And they went after Khalil Mack, too, because he's only about that old, too. So we'll see. Vaders, what up? It's time. It's time. It's Diners time. Donnie Montana, thanks for the platform. Us Niner fans, Ronbo, man, thanks, Donnie. Appreciate you. Kid, man, I'm talking football, man. It's where I get my bros to talk ball, man, because I can't get enough. You know what I'm saying? So believe me when I tell you, it's a pleasure. And definitely gonna be doing Super Bowl, man. I gotta think of some. I think I'm gonna have a big rack of lamb sitting up on that screen. So every time I think we go do get some lamb and get a rack of lamb sitting. Every time the Rams get scored, don't put that rack up there. Maybe have a bunch of people feasting on that meat. I just gave myself an idea. At the end of the first half, what we thought was going to be at least a competitive game, the Patriots are now leading 42-3. What are your thoughts on this game? Well, Bill Belichick is probably tired of the squeezing out games. Patriots pretty much survived these wins all through the playoffs and into the Super Bowl. I guess Belichick finally put his foot down and said, no more. We're going to win this game early and win it solidly. So we're getting a note here now that says the Rams, this is a new one. The Rams are not coming out of the locker room for the second half. They've had enough. This is unprecedented. No team's ever quit, no matter what the score was at the half. The Rams quit. Quit at the half. It's 42-0, Rams. No point coming out of the locker room. You sorry sons of... And Kevin Stevens says, Pats 28, Rams 23. Hey, Jimmy Armstrong, what's up, fam? Ah, man. Where were we? Oh, yeah. Fam, hit that like. It's like I always say, I love me some likes. I'll be collecting them. I like to color them up like the color of Skittles. But hey, George Kittle, I love George Kittle with that new deal he's got. George is representing Skittles. Did they ever ask Marshawn Lynch to represent Skittles? Because when I remember they furnished Marshawn with all the Skittles he wanted. I figured they were free. Because I remember Marshawn was always running around asking people, you want some Skittles? Because I don't eat Skittles, actually. But, for those who like Skittles, to have them in abundance like that is hilarious, right? Anyway... Hit that like, fam. I'm going to see you Sunday. I'm going to, boy, this is going to be a fun Super Bowl. I can tell right now. And then we'll talk afterward.